Nick, 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 Nick. Nickelodeon. Nick, 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 Nick. Nickelodeon.
Hello, my name is Sheeparu, and welcome to the Speakeasy Podcast, where I am joined by these people. Introduce yourselves.
Hello,
I mean, who goes first?
Bulldog. Well, I'll just go. We'll go top to bottom, I guess. I am Bulldog, and I usually draw a lot of big ladies, or just muscular, or just tall ladies in general. But besides that, I like to do a lot of anthropomorphic characters, and I am working to improve my skills day by day. But in the meantime, I usually like talking about comics majority of the time here. I love cartoons and animated movies, and just movies in general. But overall, I do like talking about anything and everything. All right, Mr. Nip, your turn.
I had to run back because I just got some ice cream. My name's Catnip. I'm not new here. I've done this twice, but one of them was erased from existence. I like games, I like movies, I like art, which I do sometimes, rarely. And I like my friends, which is the real reason I'm here, and nothing else, nothing even slightly like monetary value. Okay, next person.
Hello, I am Diegutan. I've become a regular. As you can see, I draw furry characters now. I'm a furry artist now. I've transformed. Thank you for accepting me into the community. And remember to check out Massborn and webtoon.com. Webtoon.com, Massborn. Go check it out.
Peace.
Next person.
Jerrzy.
Yeah, Jerrzy. You're on a podcast. You talk.
You're on the pedestal. Go on the soapbox.
I don't think I want to.
Jerrzy.
Jerrzy, you get a percent.
All right. Hey. My name is Jerrzy P. I'm a social media artist. At some point, I would like to start the one-shot, some comic series, but still working on how to get those up and running. Mostly do character art. Pretty much same reason most of you are here. That's why I'm here. Like talking about media and cartoons and such.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah.
Well, as you heard before, Diego, a artist that I interviewed before, will now be a regular to this podcast whenever I am able to make episodes, because I am very, very lazy and don't like to do other things because they are too hard. And having him be here adds many benefits, such as yelling at him without the discrepancy of it being an interview. Shut up!
Sorry.
That wasn't me. That was.
Stop being a meanie pants. He hits us and doesn't give us food.
I'm surrounded by all these weird voices. It really pisses me off.
Buddy, did you just blow in from Stupid Town?
Shut up.
I'm very smart.
We got news. What is going on in the world of art and animation? The first logo for the Ghostbusters animated series releasing in Netflix 2027 has been revealed.
Wow.
Really? I have
Another one?
They just will not let this shit die.
Wait. Hold. Ooh, wait a minute. That's akin to, like, Extreme Ghostbusters. That actually looks pretty sick. What? You said this is an animated series coming out?
Yes.
Oh, I'm kind of hyped. Did they show any animation, or is it just the symbol they showed?
This is just a
logo.
Dang. Man.
Gives me Spider-Punk vibes.
I was just about to say, let's do this one more time. I was bit by a radioactive Slimer, and ever since then, I've been the one and only Ghostbuster.
I gotta say, with like how they with like the comment that they won't let stuff die, it really like it really summarizes how the industry is today, and it's just like keeping these franchises immortal, these characters just appearing again and again and again. I've lived through like 3 generations of different Spider-Man. How many? 2 Supermans, about like 4 Batmans. It's crazy. Like the whole film and movie and animated industry is like with media. It's just a competition of who can keep them alive the longest.
Yeah, who can outlast the other, correct, yeah.
I'd say there's a difference when it comes to like superheroes as akin to unkillable 80s movie franchises that won't die.
Yeah, the thing with that is superhero comics and the like are competing against each other to continue to make something that fans will enjoy, both trying something new that's not too risky, but risky enough that it might explode in popularity. While like 80s movies brands don't really have competition more so than they just have to keep rolling out something that older generations will come back to and newer generations can get into.
Mm-hmm.
I would say for Ghostbusters, it is one of those series that I feel like any person can hop on and watch. Well, if your parents are decent folk, they would actually probably pull you back from watching the first or second movie because there is some inappropriate scenes. But
Yeah, it gets a
I would
blowjob.
say, yeah. I didn't notice that as I was just like, he's being attacked.
Oh no, they're possessing him. Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we were completely oblivious to that. But it's kind of funny after those like 2 movies. I think the first movie they made the cartoon, and it's the same thing with like a RoboCop. I remember watching Alvin and Chipmunks for RoboCop. I was like, oh, let me go watch the original movie, and then I see a guy get his like head blown off and like arm blown off, and I'm like, oh my goodness, this is awesome.
I saw a guy get like melted with acid. That was
Yes,
traumatic.
everybody said that was the most traumatizing thing. I was just like, that's what you get, meanie. That's what I was like as a
Should have
kid.
been a criminal.
Should have been a criminal. I mean, he was the worst one of all, low key though. That guy was
Yeah.
crazy. But
Well,
going
maybe
back
he
to
shouldn't
Ghostbusters,
have made bad choices.
Can't do the time, don't get splashed with acid.
But going back to Ghostbusters, I would say out of anything, like RoboCop, yeah, it still has a fan base and has had comics just like Ghostbusters. But I feel like the Ghostbusters like comics, for writing wise, at least from what I've seen, are amazing. They have kept the spirit and like the voice of the characters like just alive. They have made them feel good. And hell, what I really like about the comics for Ghostbusters, and come on, I'm not gonna be too long with the comic side of it. They have brought in characters from the video games. They have brought in characters from the movies, from the cartoons, and in a couple other versions of the Ghostbusters comics where they did like different runs, they had crossovers with the real Ghostbusters and the comic book counterparts, which were really cool. But comics wise, I would say they're relevant, but not really popular right now. The graphic novels are gas. I've read those, it was great. But when it comes to like the movies, nobody really cared about Ghostbusters for a long time until the newer movies came out with like the newer generations. We don't talk about the reboot. The reboot was it was fine, just not exactly what people think of when it comes to Ghostbusters, I would say.
Yeah, the reboot
was
was one of those things where
empowering.
it was a
was
risk
em-
without the reward.
It was
Yeah,
an
exactly.
Bulldog, it was an empowering movie about woman and femininity in the face of adversity. Don't you understand?
You want to know the funny part of that movie? I didn't mind the cast. It was just the way they executed majority of the ghosts and the way they handled the ghosts. Like they were fucking dangerous.
Yeah, who cares
Treat
about
them like goats?
who cares who was busting the ghost? Who cares who was making the ghosts bust? As long as the ghosts were cool, I didn't care.
even when ghosts were jokes, like Slimer in the first movie, he was an actual threat to
He was
the
scary.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, he was.
Greatest things that movie ever did was somehow make Bill Murray look more depressed, having to do anything related to Ghostbusters.
I
He was
mean,
clearly having the time of his life.
yeah, he was. I'd assume he was because every time he came like to a scene, he always had smiles on it. And I'm like, they probably gave him the funny water in the backstage.
Yeah, they
Or more
probably.
Him acting.
One more zeros on
Yeah.
the check.
One more
Yeah,
zero.
He gave him a bit of ectoplasm to help him get along.
some ecto cooler.
Ecto
Alright.
cooler.
Next up on news, things are not looking great for Avatar: The Last Airbender franchise. The Legend of Aang leaked online months before release. Avatar 7 Havens is reportedly at risk of being leaked by the same hackers, and Saber Interactive's AAA Avatar: The Last Airbender RPG has been cancelled. Rough week to be an Avatar fan.
I'll say.
The thing I have a sort of, there kind of has not, other than maybe a game here or two, anything that wasn't the original series kind of just isn't really up to snuff with what Avatar was. Korra is kind of mid. Yeah, Korra is mid as hell.
Just
I gave that off like I was gonna list off a bunch of stuff, but mainly I just hate the hell out of Korra.
I
I
could
thought it
disagree.
was entertaining.
Yeah, I agree with you, Diegutan. I think at least, at the very least, it was a good iteration of the Avatar and a different iteration of how somebody could embody the Avatar. Like, I feel like a lot of people would, like, if we did a prequel before, like Aang, not Roku, but like the Avatar that literally just did banking shit majority of the time he was alive and barely did any action. Yeah, I feel like a lot of people would be really angry at that series.
Yeah, you kind of want the main character to not necessarily be someone who's already lived their whole life. Like, it's cool when they're a badass old man or old woman who like has a history of fighting and knows what they're doing and has to get back into the thick of it. But in most cases, you want someone who's young and inexperienced and has to take on challenges head first, learning what they have to do, like Aang was. Because you'll notice a majority of the time, he didn't know what the fuck he was doing, and he was still having fun because he's a kid. And that was fun to watch, especially for kids.
What was your opinion about the entirety of, say, like Korra or Avatar: Last Airbender? How did it shape your life?
I I wasn't really much of a like an Avatar fan myself. I was like on and off watching it sometimes. Most of what I was really watching was like Dragon Ball on the other channels.
Actually, from what I remember, Nicktoons had Dragon Ball at one point.
Yeah,
They had Shikai.
yeah, I was watching Kai instead of Avatar. I guess it was the Hispanic genes like speaking to me, said telling me, no, watch this.
Like the scene of all the avatars in the past turning to look at you, but they're all the same.
Yeah,
people.
turning to, you gotta watch this. And I said, yeah. it's
Okay.
deep."
Another thing that killed me during that era, in the same like era as like Dragon Ball Z Kai being on Nicktoons, fucking Naruto Shippuden was on Disney XD. That shit was so
Was
fucking
it?
funny. Yes, it was. There was a
I
bumper
remember
for it
that.
and everything. It was great.
Was it
I
uncensored?
remember the
I
don't know.
don't know. They censored Doctor Who when they put it on Disney XD. So I'd assume they probably do the same for Naruto. Why wouldn't they?
Interesting.
I remember watching it on TV though.
Yeah.
All right, next up in news. 3 films from directors who got their start on YouTube are set to land in this weekend's domestic box office top 5. One of them being The Amazing Digital Circus: The Final Act, grossing millions of dollars in just the 1 week that it has so far been in. About, how much? I don't know. A few, maybe $10.
It made at least $8.
He's like, oh my god, if this movie's flop, I'm so fucked.
It is
It made so many money.
projected to make around $12 million throughout the opening weekend.
Wow,
Money did
Good
make
for them.
already.
not bad, guys.
All that money just to not make more gaslight districts. How sad.
Yeah.
He said, oh.
How quaint swirls my wine in my glass.
You
Takes the corn
understand.
cob pipe.
Another cigar, Franklin.
You gotta understand that like Gaslight District was missing like Pomni and Reagata.
Oh, right.
What?
I was gonna say it's missing mental illness, but I feel like majority of that pilot was literally that because it was just denizens of like what was it? Not hell. I know that for a fact. It's
Paradise Lost.
purgatory, right? Purgatory. It's
something?
purgatory. No.
Yeah,
Gaslight District Purgatory, if I'm not wrong, right?
Yeah, they're in like they're in limbo.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
Limbo
What?
Jimbo.
I don't completely recall. This is
Wow,
like-
Sheeparu, fake Gaslight District fan. Wow.
No.
Wow.
I'm not a LARPer.
Crazy.
No, I can't be.
Interesting.
I know,
This
right?
is embarrassing. Well, at some point you can't really call it indie animation anymore, just animation, and there's nothing entirely wrong with that, but call a spade a spade. But I think we already talked about this last time.
A spade, a spade.
I mean, it's still technically indie like because it's not like from like
It's not funded
fun-
by a bigger entity.
Exactly. It's still funded by literally the merch. And basically, if it weren't for the merch, none of these episodes would have gone through or whatever.
And that's why
Yeah, I know.
Guinevere show about anti-commercialism has a bunch of merchandise.
That is kind of ironic when you point it out. It's really funny.
It is no that is they need it's kind of ironic, it's kind of hypocritical, but at the same time they like how else are they gonna make like the next episode?
It's just the world we live in.
I don't know, like Dana
system.
was it Dana Terrence?
Yeah,
Dana
Dana
Terrace.
Terrence, one who made Owl House.
Yeah, I don't think Dana Terrence has any Disney dollars left in her wallet to like fund the project herself.
I mean, if that was the case, I think she'd be a lot happier with them, but I don't think she is.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I think she was paid in Disney dollars, and that's why she's kind of pissed off.
Yeah.
Even with the gentleman who created Gravity Falls, he still
Alex
hates
Hirsch.
Disney with all his heart. Yeah, Alex Hirsch.
Oh, even though it's Netflix who's got his ass right now, right? Like
Yes.
they got him like
Dude.
chained up, like
They
Hi Long, yeah.
Cartoon Network had a contract with Alex Hirsch where he can only make shows for them, but they canceled all his projects. So he is essentially stuck until that contract dissolves. How long will that take? Who the hell knows?
what if Alex Hirsch was betrayed and trapped in the time chamber for millennia?
He would make a deal with a certain triangle and get out.
A certain triangle. I thought it was going to go into a Doctor Who angle, but you know what? Yes.
I'll give you all of my he goes through his pockets. I'll go through all of my plaid shirts.
You can have my signed Bart from Matt Groening.
My signed Homer.
My signed Homer that says Doe.
Okay, do this to be Hirsch. What about
Yes,
the
my
times
son.
together?
What about our shared memories?
I'm a signed Dolmer.
Bill Saber's like, I'll take it. Get out of here.
Get out of here. You're hurting my eyes. Just
Or my
lips from
eye.
existence, gone forever.
And then the monkey's paw. What would be the monkey's paw? This is a hypothetical show now. What's the monkey's paw?
Oh, the
What's the monkey's
hypothetical.
paw?
The monkey's paw is that now Alex Hirsch is now permanently two-dimensional in real life.
Oh, got it.
Yeah, it's hard
Sufo,
to
uh, looks like Vivzy Pop is getting another show greenlit. Yay!
No!
Sufo,
What
yeah.
it didn't have anything to do with
Really?
animation.
That's horrible.
She's like, no, please,
No.
God, no.
I mean,
This
y'all
one
were
takes
asking,
place in hell too.
It's
But
y'all were asking for like,
loves Dizzy Pop.
Shut up!
y'all were that like that's my like monkey spot. Like, oh yeah, more indie projects. It's Vivzy Pop. Oh.
Why do you fall down a pit?
Man, this, I don't mind the slander. I think it's funny, but man, that's the main reason I'm even here drawing is because of her. But man, just hearing a lot of the stuff nowadays, I'm not really surprised. It just comes with time, I guess. They've been in controversies here and there, but it makes sense.
Brandon
usually
Rogers
happens.
did blackface ironically, alright?
Well, what was it? Brandon Rogers, before he even did anything with Hell of a Boss or whatever, he did a lot of his like own, what the fuck was it? Skits. He got famous for the "Try Me Bitch" thing a while back. I don't know if anybody remembers that, but
Mm-mm.
I remember being shown him by like one of my friends. He's like, dude, this guy's fucking hilarious. And it was him doing like all the parts of like that old lady and the park ranger and grandpa.
Day at the park.
Like, yeah, Day at the Park.
His old videos are still pretty solid, but nowadays he's really washed. It's just not the same.
I
But
mean, when you
even
first
then-
start out doing skits and videos and stuff's fresh. But over time, when you're continuously making like money off of what you're doing, the well of inspiration comes to a close at some point, so you don't get the freshest of ideas, you know.
Yeah. Anyway, let's not dwell too deep on this. It's going forever. The last piece of announcement of the announcements of news is the latest latest Summer Games Fest. Among Us, the cartoon, was revealed and completely released online. The crazy thing is, you would have felt like a Among Us cartoon would have come out like years before now, right?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What I
I
remember.
guess there was just no
Honestly,
hype.
yeah, it's
Yeah,
honestly,
I don't know. Like,
feels like
It's like-
something
it just got
like,
popular in like 2020, so like I don't think it'd be like a show coming out like a year later or something. Maybe like 2023.
I'd say 2 years.
4.
2.5 years. But 2026, I don't know, man.
feels
It's-
like an
it's-
Among Us show would would work.
Mhm.
Well, would already be something, but from like a fan tribute or fan work.
Fan
Fan-
animation.
Yeah, fan animation, because it's kind of easy to just like make the little Among Uses do expressions and like no mouth movement or anything. Like they're easy to animate in a way. So you would like this is kind of crazy. Like official, really? That show feels like kind of like easy, no, kind of cheap in a way.
Yeah,
I mean, they didn't design the characters.
I've said this earlier, but I really don't mind the animation kind of looking just a little bit like choppy or something and something like this, because it's just Among Us. I don't know what else you really want from it. It's just Among Us.
Actually, I wanted it to be animated
What?
like Jujutsu Kaisen.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Jersey. I didn't want it.
Well, for the people that are talking about the animation,
I mean, the people who are talking about the animation, they could
It's
say whatever.
unfortunate because the person who like is directing like art wise, from what I remember, is the person who made fucking Infinity Train. You got to think about it. That guy has been fucked over twice
Man,
when it
imagine-
came to Infinity Train and the Among Us show, because it is way too late and way out of its time. Sure, kids might like it, but the initial popularity the show could have gotten is kind of larpooned by who's releasing it again?
It was released on, I believe it was put on Paramount Plus.
That makes sense because they do not give a shit about any of their animation products,
I don't give a
including
fuck.
Avatar.
Man, that sucks. You make Infinity Train that gets canned, and then you get Among Us, and what's worse than getting Among Us is that it releases in 2026.
Yeah, they fucking put it on a hiatus. Like you guys said, it should have been out like 2 years at least. But no, they're like, oh, it'll be fine. It's fucking Among Us. It'll be alive until like 2030.
Yeah,
And
it'll
then
be
it
$1
wasn't.
million. See, it'll be the biggest picture show ever. And he smokes his gigantic cartoon cigar.
And if it flops, then it's nothing out of our pockets.
Yeah, that's sure. Yeah, I'm not doing this.
Never mind.
I gotta cut out all these weird, awkward moments.
No, leave them in. It makes us look human.
It makes
But
us
what
feel
was it?
Makes us
real.
look human.
We're not fake.
Diegutan, I
We're
want to
grounded
ask,
like BoJack Horseman.
is there anything you're looking forward to when it comes to this new show?
Nope. I'm not
Among
watching.
Those.
Yeah. Like any ideas or expectations?
Nah, I
wanna
don't.
see
I don't like.
what the drama between the blue one and the slightly purple blue one is. What's their story?
Why did they
I,
interact?
I don't really. I don't really care much about Amongst.
What?
Bit unrelated,
Monks.
but anything else in the summer games fest that caught your guys' attention?
Tupac.
I would say Last Ronin. Last Ronin, definitely. As a comic
Yeah.
fan, I was like, that's fucking gas. Ooh,
Made by,
Alien
Platinum
Isolation 2 as
Made
well.
by Platinum Games, right? Bayonetta, Wonderful 101.
I gotta say that like, it's crazy that we got Tupac back before Sonic got a new model.
Yeah.
That's insane. They revived Tupac. next they're gonna say, "Oh, we added Michael Jackson too." What?
They probably did.
Personally- Did they? No, they didn't. I was thinking.
Did they?
It's like, wait, what? Personally, I am hyped as hell for Final Fantasy Remake Part 3.
I personally was kind of- I was bummed when that was like the last thing. I was the entire Game Fest. I was like, "Oh, next one."
Half-Life
Yeah.
3.
Well, Cuphead's
No.
getting a new game.
Fates,
That's-
yeah, that's cool. But like
And
Fates
two
to Black
games.
and Fates to Black, Sony Entertainment, and then another Fate to Black. Oh, the chorus is in the background. From Software, Bloodborne 2.
Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Bloodening.
Nah, they're gonna be like, "Suck you idiots! It's another game that you do not want." Pull the
It's-
rug from under your eyes.
Dark Souls 3 Remastered. What the fuck? No.
I mean, I didn't mind Tifa being like a guest in the Street Fighter game. That sounds really fun. I don't hate that.
I mean, Tifa kind of fits in Street Fighter, not gonna lie.
Oh, for sure. And they have Terry from what was it? From King of Fighters, which is really cool
King
as
of
well.
Fighters. I've never tried a fighting game, but I've been like itching my way. Like I've been inching my way to try Street Fighter 6. Honestly, it's on sale right now, but like I'm still hesitant because I don't know if like I'm gonna like a Street Fighter.
I mean, the main thing you got to get used to is repetition for sure. Because if you're not used to getting your ass beat in every game against like your best friend or your family members in a fighting game, then fighting games are not for you, I'd say personally.
Nah, I was getting my ass beat by my brother that just kept choosing Ganondorf on Smash.
Oh, Ganondorf?
Yeah.
Nah. I was playing Injustice 2 with my best friend. He'd choose Catwoman and fucking Harley Quinn, and he would do infinite combos. And I would play fucking Blue Beetle and Firestorm. Majority of the time, I would beat him with Blue Beetle, but even then, it was a small margin.
Well, your first mistake was playing Injustice in the first place.
I'm sorry to say, Injustice fucking gas.
But I love
I
Injustice.
hear no slander. It was gas.
So many beautiful
Why didn't you like
talks
it?
about fighting games that I know so much about.
I gotta say, I know.
You're the
I
upper
do
knowledge
not
boy.
know. I myself
What?
do not know how to do a single motion input. So if I remember correctly, for people that don't know how to do those, they usually use what controls? Simple.
Yeah. Are you talking
You
about
have
for Street Fighter?
traditional, and then you have the new modern versions.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna do those and just be like be a simple controls.
Yeah, I feel like I do
Modern.
that too.
Oh yeah, it's called modern controls.
Yeah, fucking a lot of the fighting game community is like, oh, it's fucking bullshit. It's like a dad who just got off of his 50-hour job wants to play some Street Fighter, throws up the modern controls, you know. You can't really blame him for wanting a bit of a leeway, to be fair.
Yeah, I want to be able to
You know
win.
how to play it.
I don't play to have fun. I play to win.
I play to wreck these noobs.
If I remember correctly, I've been told that to approach a fighting game, I would have to approach a fighting game in a satisfying way. I would have I pick one character that I like, whatever for whatever reason, and just like learn them.
Yep, just choose the autism pick. Never the, ooh, who's the most meta character? I always hate that type of angle. Just pick a character that's cool looking.
That's how I became a Ridley man. I was like, Ridley's cool, and then I never stopped playing him.
I play Rob
be fair, on
because
Smash-
he just controls well.
I played Kirby or Bowser. I like Bowser because he was like the one grappler in there that was a consistent grappler. Even though people who know how to play the game can just kick my ass because I'm like, I'm coming to get you, and they just hit me with a fireball and then chain my ass in the sky, and I'm like, no. Because
I just play with all the goofy characters.
No, we're talking about like our
whoever.
mains. We're talking about like
Yes, I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I mean all the goofy looking dudes.
Yeah.
So Banjo Kazooie.
And Duck
I
Hunt.
would.
But they hate when I choose Banjo.
Yeah. I would vary around like the characters I would play sometimes. I played it's like an L shape on the character select. I go from Donkey Kong to Sonic to Pac-Man to Duck Hunt and then to Simon Richter. Yeah, I hate close combat. I like projectiles. Let's go.
I like
It's-
playing
it's-
grapplers.
Yeah, it's in between for me. It's like I will either throw shit at you at all times, or I will grab you and not stop coming towards you until I grab you. That
My
is
typical
either
character
of my play
choice
style.
is like, I main Ridley, but the three other characters I play the most, or I guess four other characters I play the most are Mario, Incineroar, Mewtwo, and Wolf. I like playing those four as well. Wolf is fun because like his melee is strong, but he's also very curt and short, and you get up in their business and you hit them 3 times and their percent is at 40 now.
Damn.
It feels great.
Oh, wait, I remember now. I remember who's my like main. Smash Bros made a mistake by adding in King K. Rool. Heavyweight and projectiles, that's my go-to.
Yes, that does.
Aren't
He's pretty
like
sick.
all like the heavy characters secretly really bad?
I think,
Because
because they slow fall, and people can take advantage of that with chain combos and chain grabs.
Yeah.
I've had that happen to me in a tournament thing where it's like, oh yeah, let me play this. Like on my 3DS, right? I remember doing a chain combo thing on my 3DS, and then that person proceeded to infinitely grab me and then throw me into the pit. And then that's how I broke my 3DS, because I punched the screen.
Damn.
I was very angry that day, and then I cried because I punched my 3DS as a dumb child.
Oh my god.
And then I
I-
put a little leaf on paper and then gave it to my mom. I was like, I'm sorry, I smashed my own shit. And she's like, I'm not buying a new one.
I remember breaking my 3DS because I couldn't beat Shadow Mario in 3D Land. Fucking bitch. It's time to transition into the episode topic. Nickelodeon shows. Be it shows of certain eras or just random shows in general. So,
You ever heard of breadwinners?
Oh,
It's-
God. Don't even begin with that shit. That's a fucking curse and a half.
I used to watch Breadwinners. until like I developed a brain and realized, damn, this is the worst shit I've ever seen in my
I'm
life.
sorry to say,
Let's-
but breadwinners
Hold on,
does not hold a fucking candle to Chum Chum and whatever the fuck his name was.
Fanboy and
Chim
I-
Cham and the other guy.
I
Yeah,
love
Chum Chum.
fanboy. I love fanboy.
That was the
and
shit
Chum
back
Chum.
then. What do you mean?
I
A lot
wanted
of
to
people
look.
hated it. Oh yeah,
That
go
show-
ahead, Diegutan.
No, you continue.
All I was gonna say is that I severely underappreciated Fanboy and Chum Chum until they were gone. I was like, oh yeah, we get like new TV shows, and it was literally cartoon characters throwing ass, and I'm like, I didn't want this. I want something funny. That's the way it was. It was so stupid to me. Even as a kid, I was like, what the fuck are they doing? What are they doing?
You know, what's also funny about breadwinners is that it talks about, like, there are a bunch of ducks that deliver bread to other ducks. But ironically, you're never supposed to feed ducks bread at all. You're supposed to feed them seed because like, bread, like, is bad for their digestive systems and it isn't, like, a natural food. So this show has also just been telling kids bad information about animals. So
Yeah,
it's also obnoxious, which frankly is the worst thing.
Yeah, that
Gang,
that and
they aren't trying. Those dudes go up in a rocket van and twerk all day. I don't know what you. I don't know why you expecting them to not tell them that that ducks eat bread.
It's the freak van.
like it made me appreciate a lot of the dumber shows. Like Mighty Bee is a lot funnier than I used to hate it on. As a kid, I hated Mighty Bee, but now it is actually a lot funnier and kind
I
of
really
borrows
enjoyed
its
that.
comedy from like Ren and Stimpy. Yeah, now I enjoy it. As a kid, I fucking hated it because it would take away from a lot of the shows I wanted to watch. It was like the Teen Titans Go of that era for me. I fucking hated it. Genuinely. It was so annoying. But now looking back at it as an adult, I was like, the animation's really good. The comedy's actually really fucking funny. It's just as a kid, I was just dead inside and only liked action and
I think
serious stuff.
I think its art style is great.
Oh, it is, yeah, for sure. And Fanboy and Chum Chum had really goofy comedy, but even then, it was still funny.
Oh wait, I remember Peak.
What's your
Penguins of
peak, Diego?
Madagascar. The Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh, yeah, you definitely cooked with that one. Yeah, that one as a kid I thought was boring, but it was okay. But now it is a gem in the rough. It is so
A gem in the
fucking
rough.
fun. A gem in the rough or the rough in the gem. Either
That's how
of
you
which.
say it? Wait.
I don't
Gem in the
know.
rough.
Diamond.
Diamond in the
Diamond in
rough,
the
but I
rough,
mean it's a
goddammit.
gem.
You're a Diego.
It's so
in the rough,
good.
buddy.
Yeah, it's so good in Spanish. It's like it's one of these like shows that has that one like phenomenon where it's like slightly more popular in Latin America because of like the cast and everything. The dub casting.
Oh yeah.
I never learned Spanish. Maybe I need to watch Penguins of Madagascar, the series again to help learn. That'd probably be gas.
While you're at it, you learn Spanish and watch the Game Overs dub. It's really much more better in like the Spanish dub. It's much more funnier.
I learned Spanish through Mexican, Mexican classics such as Penguins of Madagascar.
He said, "Don't forget Dragon Ball Z."
It's true. It's true.
But-
Post movie and pre movie SpongeBob. This could be something that could go on forever, but I'll say it once. I have the DVDs of SpongeBob seasons 1 to 5, and that is all I will have, and all I ever need.
I would
I
say a
remember
handful of
SpongeBob.
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 Why is SpongeBob crying?
SpongeBob.
It's not that funny.
Sorry,
Don't-
the mental image of the meme just came to me. You
Don't laugh, it's that
understand.
funny. That's not a good joke.
It's very funny.
I hate it when people laugh at my low effort jokes.
It's just so good, man. The mental image is so good. Oh fuck. But
when
yeah,
it came to like, oh shit, I'm sorry.
no, you continue.
I've been
Okay,
cutting off
I'll
people
continue.
I've been cutting off people all episode, and I'm fine.
Yeah, no
All I
one's like
wanted to
stabbed me
say
yet.
is
I've been
that
cutting,
a
I've
lot
been
of the
cutting
future
people like I've been
episodes,
Zorro.
a lot of episodes in the future when it came to SpongeBob, I would say not all of them were good, but a good couple of them were like, oh yeah, I remember that one. Oh yeah, that was a good one. Or yeah, that one had a good gag. But like Sheep said, through like 1 through 5 is where all of the most like consistently good episodes came from for sure. And they kind of lost traction after Steven Hillenburg kind of like went off the reins and gave it to somebody else. And it wasn't bad. It's just it wasn't as the same, especially with a lot of the new stuff they did.
I'd say it's just like a
I think
case
what-
where they just ran out of steam and just kind of
Threw bullshit at the wall.
Yeah. And SpongeBob seasons 1 to 5 was a very specific type of bullshit. It was clever bullshit. That's a term
Yeah,
that makes
it
sense.
was.
Cause like I was just rewatching a few episodes of SpongeBob around like season 3 and 4 just out of boredom, and it's like, still this stuff is still like it's still so insanely tightly written. Another issue is
What's an episode?
I was watching
I was about to say.
the Bullworm.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
yeah, that season.
Worm. The bullworm.
Do I even need
Yeah,
to
last
say
one.
it?
Well,
It's
talk.
also,
Take
Maybe you
Bikini
do.
Bottom and move it over there.
it's also a case where like characters got flanderized like by the later seasons because you could tell in the
Patrick was
early
being a
season
dick every time.
Patrick
yeah.
was like chill. He wasn't like
Yeah,
dumb
yeah, he was
dumb.
a
He was a
homie.
little dull, but he was like a chill stoner
He's like
friend vibe.
Lazy,
You know?
yeah.
He's
But
like-
they just gave him like one tooth in the brain of a 4-year-old and said, "Yeah, that's a character people like."
No, it's either that or they made him a fucking dick every episode, and I didn't understand that. Like, there's that one thing where it's like, oh yeah, no SpongeBob day. That's like supposed to be his best friend. That's so fucked up, low-key.
Yeah.
And like the constant torturing of Squidward, like when
That, and on top of
security-
that, Squidward's a grown-ass adult, and him doing evil shit to SpongeBob is not something that I'd say was originally in the cards, because even then, he would be annoyed by SpongeBob, but he wouldn't want to, like, straight up murder him. And I feel like in a couple episodes, he tried to do that.
Well, I guess it all started when security system took over Squidward's house, and
Wasn't it like episode 5 where he nearly blew him up?
Well, even then, he regretted it because he didn't know. He just gave him a pie to say, hey, fuck off. And then he's like, oh yeah, that's a bomb from a bomb factory. And then he
They're
went,
bombs.
oh no.
They're bombs.
They're bombs.
He cried you a sweater made of tears. And you
And you
killed
kill
him.
him.
how you gonna live with yourself? Wasn't that like an episode where where SpongeBob was like poking at his heart and like legit blood spewed out? I think that was a few times they actually.
No, that was in like the surgeon one. But whenever he got close to him and said, it's like we're brothers, but closer. And like
No,
fused
it's
hearts.
like it's like, are you? No, he said, "Is it okay for you to be poking it like that?" And he says, "Who's the doctor here?" And then it like spurts
Yeah, no,
out.
I know what scene you're talking about. He has like a cloth over the rest of his body and he's just touching it.
But it's like actual like on-screen liquid blood.
I mean,
Yeah.
nobody really thought much of it because I feel like in every cartoon there was some form of blood. Not like a lot. Like in, say, Justice League, there was blood on like their mouth or maybe on their hands as like a scuff mark. Nothing crazy though.
Yeah, kids knew what like nosebleeds or getting scrapes were, but nobody was getting dismembered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So I feel
I
like
will
that
say it
fine.
was weird in that episode when Squidward's eyes turned black and red and he started bleeding from his eyes. And then he looked at the camera and said, "You're next." I don't know why that happens, but whatever.
And then he said, "I
Yeah.
am God," and he fought this blue hedgehog. It was really weird.
Yeah, and then he pulled SpongeBob in from across the screen and started tickling him in every hole he had.
and they started doing
Whoa.
a rap.
What
and
kind
he
of
started,
SpongeBob episode were you reading? I mean, watching.
and he started doing a bunch of rap battles with this blue-haired kid, and it was really cool and tough.
So anyway,
I gotta say, one of like the things that I love, this is a small note, but I kind of like how SpongeBob has one of the hardest designs for a parody of an existing supervillain character from comics.
Man Ray?
Man
Oh
Ray, yeah.
yes, Man Ray the goat. I
Yeah,
love
Man-
Man Ray.
Mermaid Man and Barnacle were some of the best episodes in the whole series.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
with the original voice actors too. They were
Evil.
honestly amazing.
I can finally touch my toes.
And
My
honestly,
favorite episode. Go ahead.
It's kind of crazy because I knew Man Ray before I knew like what was his name? Manta Ray?
It's Man Ray.
No, Manta, the one from actual Aquaman, the villain from Aquaman.
Talking about Black Manta. Yeah.
Black Manta. So yeah,
That's probably what
I
it's
knew
referenced.
because Mermaid Man is literally a parody. Barnacle Boy is
Aquaman. Barnacle is
Aqualad.
like a Robin.
Aqualad.
Aqualad. Yeah.
Aqualad was
Herculad.
So it's Aquaman, Aqualad, and Black Manta. I guess those are like the main parody.
There's a little Aquaman standing around called Aqualad.
shut up.
He was there the whole time.
Yeah, he cheers you on in the corner.
Oh, that's cool.
But yeah, when they
Uh,
introduced Man Ray, it was like one of the most insane insane episodes for me when I was a kid, because damn, what SpongeBob is fighting a fucking actual supervillain. They got frames of him in painting and everything. It's crazy.
Very quality superhero. Spoof
Speaking
stuff.
of like Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy, for sure my favorite episode is where they all got like the super outfits on and fought like that League of Evil that was led by Barnacle Boy. That unironically is like
Barnacle
one of the
Man.
most memorable. Barnacle Man, I forgot.
Yeah, different characters.
He's
different characters.
I'm the reason he became a villain because I kept saying Barnacle Boy.
One of the another greatest thing about SpongeBob is that it's endless barrage of just perfect jokes, where it almost was like every single joke landed. Nearly every single joke landed. Like in the superhero episode where they call the dark side of the store, and they turn to Mr. Krabs and says, "Why bother lighting the whole store?"
There's also the times where they actually had like the very surprisingly consistent randomness of a cartoon. Pretty much the entire episode of SpongeBob ripping his pants it continued to get more and more crazy, but it was still like episodic. You know what I mean? Like it still followed a path. It was just crazy shit was happening.
Yeah. And then that makes me just like really upset when you look at like the worst era of SpongeBob. Not that it ever really recovered, but where they just resorted to horrible gross out humor, like the big episode. I'm just gonna put the gif here in the
I'm surprised you think that one. I think of the one where they scrape his fucking toe off, Squidward.
Oh, I hate that. People say that's not that bad. That's still so bad. I hate that.
Nah,
I hate
dude.
that so
You
much.
want to know the funny part to me as a kid? I would look at the screen and not even flinch. I was like, okay. A lot of people are vomiting in a trash can.
Hey, don't you post that and get? I'm deleting that. I'm deleting that. Don't you dare post that.
That's
He's gonna DM me and he's gonna be like, "Hey, Sheep, I got a gift." That gift.
I'm not that.
Can we get guys? Can we fund a commission of Sheep getting his toenails ripped off like that?
Shut up. Shut up.
Jersey's like, "I'm working on it right now."
And he also ripped off his eyebrow in that episode too. Who the hell was the board director in that episode? What was his deal with Squidward?
I genuinely have a theory that Squidward's voice actor pissed someone off, and they're like, you know what? Here's a new episode.
You're gonna scream like your toe is falling off.
Yeah, to get the actual scream from Squidward, they actually ripped off his toenails in the recording booth.
It's true.
Oh my god.
Can't
I gotta
imagine.
I'm gonna ask like an unrelated like thing. Quick live poll for the podcast. Only have $20. Do I get Mina the Hollower or Street Fighter 6?
Mina the Hollower.
Because we were just talking about it, and I feel like you'll have a lot of fun learning a fighting game. in your
Mina
life.
the Hollower, because you have a mouse character, and the character in that game is a mouse.
Let me see.
I don't know. The mouse is compelling. I
The
do
mouse
like
is compelling.
the
Let me
lady.
see how much
mouse.
I'll
this
get
Street
that
Fighter
game,
6
but,
is
like,
right now.
I still have so much in my backlog right now. But what are your guys' most favorite episodes of SpongeBob? For me, it's a very hard question because there are just so many great episodes of SpongeBob. But I think the one that has always stayed in my mind the best was Survival of the Idiots because it has just that. I just like the horrible violence.
I can't say exactly because I don't remember the names of all the SpongeBob episodes, but the one I really like, and I think this is more recent seasons, is the one where Patrick and SpongeBob are on the beach and they just keep out competing each other with sand stuff. Like they make sand castles and then they make sand tanks and sand robots.
Oh yeah, that was one of the very few good modern episodes.
Yeah, I really like that one.
Like the episode where SpongeBob was like imitating everyone and he does that song. That's still a pretty solid episode.
Mm-hmm.
Every once in a while they can make a good one and they can stop sucking on their toes and actually make a good episode.
Yeah, no, I would say like pre-modern SpongeBob, not exactly like new SpongeBob, but pre-modern SpongeBob still had like good spark to it. And then just like as it aged along with the movies, I don't know, maybe it is like something to do with having grown up with older SpongeBob and then seeing newer SpongeBob not being the same. You feel kind of distant, but I really do feel like it's just not the same charm.
You know what I personally think is like objectively the best episodes to me? I'm going to say two, not one, because it's going to make sense for what I'm going to say. The holiday episodes in the early days, like the Christmas and the Halloween episode, those were really like eventful as a kid because it's like, oh, I got to get home and watch like the Halloween episode on SpongeBob. I don't want to miss it. And you got like really good episode. And then with the Christmas one, that was also a really good episode.
Yeah.
And they're always super memorable, especially to me now, because I was trying to think of my favorites, but the Halloween and the Christmas one was just low-key the most memorable out of all of them.
This is also a small thing. You ever know, like, another annoying thing about modern SpongeBob, or at least for a certain era of modern SpongeBob, is that whoever was like being like the storyboard director for a long time made a lot of scenes super stilted, like here. You ever notice that like at a certain point they just like made the boarding very stilted, where they would just like sort of stand around, or there'd straight up just be filler in the episode. We're just like,
if you would look at like the designs for the character designers and the animators, so like the reference they would use for SpongeBob, Patrick, etc., right? They had a whole like shaped language and stuff to do the animation, but as they moved on, it kind of was lost in translation, and they kind of loosely looked at that, and they didn't use it as like the literal Bible of how that show was supposed to be ran. Like even with the same with like say Simpsons. Simpsons had the same thing. It's like, okay, this character can't look this way, or if they're turning this way, they can't look that way with, you know, this pose. Now it's just very, I wouldn't say lazy. They still do look at reference and stuff. It's just not as close knit as it used to be. It's more of get this done on time or we're cooked.
yeah, you can see here in this picture of like SpongeBob prancing and then him sitting at this diner. Even then you can see there's a much better like character, I guess. There's
He had much more of a better silhouette because he's a straight up fucking square. And that silhouette, you see him hunched over, so you're like, oh, he's upset about something. In that pose where he's running, I cannot tell what he's thinking. He's just running.
it's like it's funny because he's running in a dumb way. Hey, how about we do a bit where he just breathes really heavily and creepily at Squidward for 2 minutes?
I mean, at least
was
with that one you just
beautiful.
brought up, that one at least has like some form of a like body language pose that we can tell what's going on in his brain with,
Yeah.
which is good.
Just still not a
But-
good joke.
I mean, not a good joke, but good shape language.
Uh-huh.
I still gotta say like my favorite episode, and I think it's like one of the best. It's my personal pick for probably one of the best episodes of SpongeBob.
Hmm.
I think I just gotta like sing one of the verses. Krusty Krab, Krab.
You're cutting out as
Pizza.
you're singing it.
They're trying to block Peak. now.
Custy crap.
The
Hey, yeah, crazy
Yeah, pizza is the pizza for.
for you and me.
I like that episode because Squidward stood up for SpongeBob.
Yeah,
yeah, that's one of those nice moments that they would have.
yeah.
But,
It's
yeah.
like they had Squidward like a bit grumpy, but like still like mentally functional and not just overall negative all the time. Like he just saw, damn, we went all this way and this jackass is like slamming the door on us. Yeah, I'm gonna throw the pizza in his face.
Yeah, it wasn't
And
just
it was
because
a-
he was mad that he walked all the way out there, but also because his poor friend SpongeBob was losing his shit on the floor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the pizza was so damn good. How are you gonna say
All right.
no to the fucking pizza? Oh my god.
On that note, like SpongeBob and Squidward's relationship, remember like when SpongeBob wasn't like so one note
Yeah.
happy all the time?
Like, he
And then
could
used to
get
have, like,
mad, he
those
could be
like straight
upset.
up rivalry moments together, like that episode where they tried
They
to
tried to be employee
like
of
get
the
the
month.
Krusty Krab early. Yeah, that's one of my favorites.
I also hate the most when it's just an episode of Squidward being bothered by Patrick and SpongeBob when he's just trying to relax for no reason. It's just so horribly mean-spirited. I just despise it.
Yeah, because in
Well-
the earlier episodes, Squidward, out of anything, sure, he didn't like SpongeBob, but he didn't hate him. Like the Hashling Slasher episode, he was like, you know, with SpongeBob scared together.
Ah, that's
And
such a
yeah,
strong
he was like
contender
with
for
him.
That's such a strong contender for my favorite too, because the atmosphere is so good.
Oh, yeah.
He was like
Dude, 'cause at the
joking with
end-
him to scare him in the first place there too.
In the end, when he thought they were about to die, he was like, SpongeBob, I gotta say, I've always sort of liked you.
I used your clarinet to clean my toilet.
What?
What?
uh,
What was the name?
Okay, here's an episode I remember. It's like one of the like '90s ones, I think. It's one of, it used to be my favorite as a kid, just for like the
Season
look
1?
alone.
season 1 episode.
I think
of-
I can't find it no more for some reason. But it's like an episode where he couldn't go home from the Krusty Krab because like he had to clean this plate. There's like this.
Oh,
stain
yeah.
that,
wait,
like,
yeah.
wouldn't come off.
It had the one little marking on it, yeah.
Oh yeah, those
Yeah,
were the
these are my
shorts.
favorite one.
Those like that one time they just made like a.
Oh,
short
that makes
episode.
sense.
Oh, it's one of
Yeah,
the
they used to make like little shorts in season 1.
I have no idea what episode it was. But there's one like funny scene where Squidward like picks SpongeBob up and throws him back into it and kind of laughs at a joke he makes. And then SpongeBob pops back up in the boat with the register. And instead of Squidward just being annoyed, he like turns around like, what? How did you? It's funny that they pointed that out. That he's like
Yeah.
breaking reality.
Even in the earlier days when Squidward would go too far, everybody be like, Squidward, that was a fucking dick move.
Hey Squidward, you know why nobody likes you? It's because you're rude.
It's 'cause
People
you're
like
mean.
SpongeBob because he's nice to us. He says hello. He waves.
But yeah,
I don't
no,
really
even
like
then
that
they
movie.
would punish Squidward for being so like negative. But I feel like in the newer episodes, he gets rewarded a good amount of times for being just a negative person, and I low-key don't like that.
Which one?
Remember-
I don't entirely recall.
Like the ones where like, oh yeah, Squidward's like, oh yeah, you could kill Mr. Krabs and then get more money off of that painting he made, and the guy was like, yeah. Or no, was that Mr. Krabs?
I think no, that
Or-
was Mr. Krabs being me. That was Mr. Krabs being a dick.
Oh, you're right. Okay, yeah, no, I was wrong.
I don't think they'd ever really. Yeah. Sandy.
You actually did just remind me of one episode where SpongeBob and Patrick are like blowing bubbles to each other, and Squidward intentionally starts filling the bubbles with insults and makes SpongeBob and Patrick hate each other. And he just does this while like laughing his ass off in his backyard.
He chokes, so I guess he sort of gets he kind of like nearly chokes to death.
Yeah, he
so
does choke and die, so that is fair.
Oh man, that...
Squidward's choking.
Well, wait, it's the same. It's the same episode where he throws his back out and SpongeBob gets in a speedo to launch himself towards his back and gives him a literal back shot. It's great. It's a great episode.
I do like in a soundboard and another server.
he
I
did
actually
do
literally
that.
have the moan that Squidward makes when he like breaks his back. He goes, oh
my aching back.
oh my fucking god.
If we're gonna talk about SpongeBob, y'all remember the SpongeBob YouTube poops? Those were generational.
The sky had
The
a
one
dip.
that
The sky had a
did-
Ouija.
I just remember the one that straight up starts with the hard R, like right away.
Yeah, that's the one with the guy like on with the lollipop, and he's like, "What?"
It's just a racist
I can
cartoon.
explain.
I could explain.
I always love pointing this out, but like that one and one other, those were like all made by like a white lady. So that just makes it even crazier.
A white lady.
The
Like,
one I
oh.
remember the most was the one line where he goes, "Fucking, I want to do some fucking," and it's like a bunch of moaning sound effects. It's
No,
They
so
don't
No,
call
no.
me
No.
cheeks for nothing.
No
My
wonder
favorite
it's
gag is
so,
like where they're wearing like the Krusty Crew outfits with the 2 Ks on it, and Mr. Krabs says, Mr. Krabs goes to Squidward and says, "Hey, put it on, you're not getting paid," or something like that. And it just fades into an edited version of the suit of it's just pure white with 3 Ks on it. It just plays like that little disappointed tone it plays when something happens in SpongeBob.
Now Squidward, the KKK, is giving me $1 million.
Oh,
I
fuck.
used to
That's
advertise
horrible.
their movement in me restaurant.
I remember that one.
Mr. Krabs, I knew that you always do what you can to make an extra buck, but this is just too low. Shut up.
This is ridiculous.
You're acting a little uppity.
Many.
I gotta kill you, boy.
I've got to fucking kill you.
Oh my god, my new
That-
creepypasta.
And the missing art of voice editing. Oh my god.
Oh,
That
yeah.
is so funny. Like the voice editing, you could tell it wasn't the real voice, but it's the fact that somebody for like an hour at least sat there and stitched voices together from like different episodes. It's just fucking hilarious to just think about it. That person took their time to make something fucking stupid and it was glorious.
I actually literally have like a 3-minute clip where someone just took like one part of the episode and completely threw it in a loop. If I can find it, I'll send it.
But besides SpongeBob, with a lot of other series that made an impact, let's say like before SpongeBob, Rocko's Modern Life was a really big thing, especially since Tom Kenny was voicing Rocco at the time, I believe. So that was his bigger role.
Steven Hillenburg first worked on Rocko's Modern Life, and I think
Yeah,
what the
and he-
story is, I don't completely recall, but the whole thing is that he was just some guy that walked in one day, and he was just like, I don't know, sort of just gave random suggestions, and it's like, hey, that's pretty funny. You want to help make a cartoon? And he said, sure thing, and that's how he started Nickelodeon.
That's so true. You just reminded me of another classic that I know at least Bulldog will know of, and that is Real Monsters.
Real Monsters, I'll be honest, Real Monsters was I did not like it as a kid, and I don't think
loved it.
I will look back at it, honestly. I don't know.
I
The monsters
think back
acted
on it
super
often.
ugly to me as a kid.
I can't.
That's what I liked about them.
them.
They were real monsters. I liked that.
I mean, yeah, that's fair. I do like that idea of it.
I kind of can't stand a lot of Klasky Shupo shows. A lot of them are just so ugly.
I mean,
I think
Angry
I handle
Beavers was kind of screwed over, and it wasn't too bad. Cat Dog was good. I remember loving that as a little kid.
Cat Dog's getting like modern upplays, isn't it?
You guys
did not
remember
know
Little
that.
Bill?
Yeah, I remember Little Bill.
Yeah, with
I really
the
like-
We love
famous
Little Bill.
character.
Bill
It's kind of
Cosby?
inaccurate. Nobody passed out in the show.
Yeah, I know, it was weird.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, despite that, I actually really liked Little Bill because it was kind of cool to see a TV show about a black kid when I was a black kid. too,
Yeah,
that I didn't
no,
see
yeah,
a
that's
lot of
awesome.
shows about. Specifically that. Because all I
Yeah.
watched was like SpongeBob. To see a show about like some representation.
I just remember
was
the
really
grandma.
neat.
I liked Little Bear a lot as well. Little Bear, I would say, was
Little
better
Bear was
than-
had really good like production value. If you saw like the backgrounds, it was crazy.
Yeah, it's really fucking
It's
good.
like one of
I
those
can- I
like
can still
really,
hear the-
really chill shows.
Yeah, I can still hear the theme song.
Like Oswald.
I used
Oswald the
to
Octopus.
love. Yeah, that one too.
Oh,
used
yeah, I
to
remember
love
that
all
one.
Those shows.
Very, very low stimulus sort of kid shows. That's just
It
kind
was
of lost.
very, very chill.
Wasn't Max and Ruby on what was it, Nick Jr.?
Yeah. And
Yeah,
not
Was it? I thought it was
like-
on
A lot of those shows used to be on like Nick Jr.
Let
or
me see.
Noggin.
Yeah.
Let me see.
what was it? LPS, LBS.
You ever
Really?
watch Franklin? You saw the episode where they got on the bus and he says, "All right, that's it." And he takes out a gun.
Yeah, I remember that episode.
Yeah, it
low
was Nickelodeon.
Sort of like low stimulus kid shows are such a lost art.
Yeah, a lot of them like try to get your kid addicted to watching it instead of just being like, "Oh, look at this, nice colors."
Yeah, Max and Ruby was awesome because a lot of people are like, "Oh, the brothers are dick," but I'll be honest with you, I feel like the ones where they made like two cousins angry at each other all the time, but they need to focus up sometimes, or like Max and Ruby being like, a brother and a sister didn't get along. I felt like that was a lot more akin to like actual people instead of like being like, "Oh, we're all nice. Oh, we're all like people that are never going to fight with each other," and blah blah blah. You can't have that in a kid show. A kid will get bored of that fucking immediately,
Pretty much.
unless they have no brain cells.
Mm. Well, I mean,
Max and Ruby, I
everyone knows-
loved just because it just made me feel comfortable and made me feel safe. I loved it.
Well, I guess everyone knows that the dad was the worst character. Everyone knows about
Oh
the
my
dad, right?
Oh boy.
He said, "Don't bring that shit up."
I never
I
ever learned
do
anything
like
about
the
the dad.
idea of like the character and like the fan stuff, but man, would have been a different show if that was the case.
For some context, there's this popular creepypasta or spooky series about like
There was a creepypasta before that one about Max and
Yeah.
Ruby.
Max and Ruby having like an abusive father,
You must be
It's
talking
like-
about
and it's like
that
written-
really old one, that YouTube poop series.
Nah, dude. I remember when people were like thirsting over him and then actually seeing what he'd do. They literally next day drew like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I was wrong," and like drew him on a cross.
I was so mad because he was already like on some crazy stuff, and everyone was like, "No, I can fix him." And then
He's such a hunk.
And
he
then-
almost
and
hurls his
then-
fist at a little girl and pulls her up by her ears. Now they're like, "Oh shit, no, he has to die."
Yeah, obviously.
People were like, "Oh, so he's all right,
bad
fixable when he's
guy.
only verbally abusive."
That
Yeah,
abusive
but-
dad is abusive. Wait a minute, that's
Listen, wait a
problematic.
minute.
Abusing children is wrong.
I think
No.
so.
I will give.
Oh my
him that,
god, I'm
though.
sorry, my
As a
little Shintico. I
creepypasta,
should
that
never have
actually
heard
is
you.
pretty like unique, I guess. Like it's not
It's blood eye.
someone bleeding out or like dying. It's just like a really
grounded
eerie
horror.
guy that looks like he's like really close to doing something.
Yeah, it is scary.
Yeah,
I think what makes
I
it
would say
scary is that
only
it's supposed to be
scary
someone
because of,
you
collected
feel safe
trauma of
around.
people over the years. I'd say that's what
Okay.
makes him scary.
I think what makes him scary is it's supposed to be a figure that represents like safety, and instead it's the opposite.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
But actually, no.
But
he should
besides
be,
fan fiction,
Oh yeah, let's actually talk
I
about the
would-
real shows.
yeah, let's talk
moving
about real
on.
shows. If we're going to talk about something scary. These aren't cartoons, but these were really popular shows on Nickelodeon, which was Goosebumps and Are You Afraid of the Dark? Those were some of the beginning shows from Nickelodeon. And man, I did not watch those, but looking back at those, I low-key wish there was more shows meant to scare kids. I know it
Are You
sounds
Afraid of the
weird.
Dark was definitely a good. I read more Goosebumps than I watched it, but Are You Afraid of the Dark was one of a kind.
Yeah, no.
How do you
Kids
even
like-
make money
I mean,
if
like,
you scare away kids?
I mean, like, the thing is, kids actually like to get scared. They're sort of more curious of it, you know?
It'd be like that playground discussion of, yeah, I bet you won't watch Are You Afraid of the Dark tonight with me? It's like, yeah, I will. I don't need my bear. And they're like watching it, and they're both like holding each other.
Which is probably why, like, kids like mascot horror. It sort of touches upon that, you know?
Yeah, exactly. It's that kind of new generation of like, oh, you know, I bet you won't watch what the fuck? FNAF.
I bet you won't make it to night 4.
I'm not gonna lie.
No,
Before I found out the other implications about Freddy Krueger, I used to like him as a kid for some reason. To the point where like I remember getting in trouble in like kindergarten because there was this picture that there was like this little assignment that was like, draw you. It's like a little outline of a guy, and I drew Freddy Krueger in it. So obviously I had to fly. And then one day on YouTube I was like searching for some I was trying to watch one of the movies for free. And then just at that moment in 2014, Markiplier's FNAF video came out. I was like, hold on, Freddy Krueger has a dollhouse now? I gotta see this. So that's how I found out about FNAF.
Oh,
And I got obsessed with it as a kid, even though it scared the shit out of me. So like,
honestly,
I think kids just really like scary shit.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thumbnails of FNAF were enough to make me shit my pants. I just thought their designs
Yeah,
were
they were
just
going
that
crazy
scary.
with the thumbnails back then.
The designs were just kind of that scary to me at the time. But anyway,
I don't know, FNAF 1 was perfect, but yeah.
yeah, kind of never hit that peak again. But anyway,
Yeah.
My
Diegutan,
Life as a
I want to ask. Oh,
My
well,
Life as a Teenage Robot is a show I also really like.
I hated that I was a teenage robot.
I remember when I was a teenage robot. That was such a good show. Like, I know people goon to that character like no tomorrow, but that was legitimately such a good show that it was like the Powerpuff Girls of
yeah, no,
Nickelodeon.
unique art style, consistent
style
writing,
was so
consistent
good.
animation. Yeah, it's a mix of like, I don't know how to call it, but it's like a mix of old
Rubber Hose and 1950s sort of
advertisements, is what I was going to say.
retro futurism.
Yeah.
Mhm. I just liked it because it was very sharp but very fluid.
Yeah. Oh, she XJ9. She actually legitimately had like a really good rogues gallery. And like sometimes the show would actually like go legitimately hard with the fight sometimes. Very creative.
Oh yeah.
Very creative robot ideas and designs. I gotta rewatch it again. I think it's all of it.
A lot of really good shape language. Like looking at the
Yeah.
GIF you sent me, the one villain, like that shape language tells you that they are an extremely aggressive character. From the like pointy head to how like her entire body is almost just all bladed. Very cool idea. Even though she's supposed to be a beetle or a scarab, she still has this sharp feel to her, and it's cool as shit. It's really awesome.
Her colors are really nice, just like the very cyan blue. It's just such a good. It was such a good show. I mean, honestly, it's like I think this was pretty much like the Powerpuff Girls for me. Kind of showed me that girls can be cool, can do cool superhero stuff too. When I was,
I mean,
I didn't watch many of these. Was it Gendy? I don't remember.
Gennady
if it was-
Tartakovsky.
he wasn't in this show, but there could have been.
Yeah, he
some
was not in
inspiration
the
there.
show. Yeah.
He did more. He did
yeah,
more Cartoon Network stuff.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't watch any of these shows honestly. I didn't watch Powerpuff. I didn't watch Teenage Robot. I didn't watch Samurai Jack. I didn't watch many angular stuff because I thought it was gonna be boring because I hated shapes. And I said shapes are. I hate shapes. They're like
I
taking
hate
me.
them. You look at a circle and you go, "Fucking circle, piece of shit."
I wish everything was incomprehensible.
I can't stand Euclidean shapes. And then he was like, "Why is a 5-year-old saying? How does a 5-year-old know the word Euclidean?"
What? How does the fuck devil? On his cartoons.
What were you gonna say, Diego?
Oh, huh? Oh yeah, that I didn't see much of like those shows, so like I didn't watch a lot of Teenage Robots.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you're right.
I did sometimes. I think I watched a little bit of SpongeBob, but the rest of it was taken up by iCarly.
Yes,
watched
yeah, iCarly was
the-
good.
Oh, I loved iCarly.
My best
until
friend
I-
showed it to me.
I love Dan
Until
Schneider. We
I
love Dan
yeah,
Schneider, don't we?
no
Fuck him, but the show was good.
no.
I think we should all take our shoes off,
I
Raise
think
him
they
to the
should make
sky.
more
No.
seeds
and
with
go.
feet.
We love Dan.
No, for the love of
everybody,
God,
for this
no.
scene, I want you all to take off your shoes and wiggle your toes in front of the screen and put ketchup all over them. Maybe draw a funny face or two on a toe.
Oh, Sheep, you genius. That's what this thumbnail will be.
Yeah, even as a kid, I was like, why the
No.
fuck are they doing this?
I even honest, like they did do a lot of feet stuff, and you look back and it's like it's so disgusting.
No, even
I
as a
didn't
kid,
say
I'm like,
anything
why the
about
fuck
it.
is this even a thing?
Yeah, that was unfortunately one of the only things that most people can think about like Harley now is all of that shit.
I mean,
well,
we all can
what
all
can
think
you
about the
do?
goat Spencer now. That man was the goat in and off the set now.
Yeah.
I used to watch like the latest one the most latest one that I did watch was that one Henry Danger, because I liked
Oh, yeah.
superheroes and I liked the comedy from iCarly, and those two together, and I said, oh yeah, let's watch this. And
This is a winner.
it was cool. It was cool for like a while until it got a bit weird again, and then Henry left and like didn't want to be a hero anymore, but because like he had dead ass actual motivation for quitting being a hero, because he did not pass school. He did
That's
not
fair, yeah.
graduate. Yeah, he did not graduate, and like damn, yeah, straight up good valid reason to quit hero work, honestly.
Yeah. Why be a hero for the rest of your life if you could go to school?
And he's got
No,
to
the-
stop supervillains and get to school on time. Henry Danger. New episodes Saturdays at 9.
Don't be late. Superhero powers can't get you out of detention. Sorry, anyway.
I think
It's
another
crazy
popular.
because-
Ooh.
Oh.
You got it. You
Okay.
got it. I was gonna say some stupid shit. You got this.
Yeah. So the crazy thing is that he already got like powers while working as a superhero, and then he quit with the superpowers, and that led up to like the most recent movie, which is kind of great. The movie is like, the movie is amazing, man. I haven't seen
One of
it,
those
but
shows that's still going. Because like Nickelodeon nowadays, it's only like 3 to 4 shows, if not just constant SpongeBob.
Yeah.
I would say a lot of the sitcoms are good. Well, a lot of people liked Victorious. I did not like Victorious. That was not my favorite show. I honestly kind of found it boring. Except
tell
the
me you
episode where they all got
didn't?
trapped.
You tell me you didn't
In
like
the,
the black stereotype puppet?
What the fuck?
You don't
You
remember?
talking about
this-
Woody's puppet?
oh,
Yeah,
he
the-
was Jamaican. I remember.
Yeah, there's
no.
white Jamaicans. What the fuck?
There's like this nerdy guy who has this puppet with like black curly hair and talks in a low African American voice, and you can imagine that's just that's a weird mix.
I mean, I don't hate that, but I mean, there is like a lot of white Jamaicans too. I did like them though. I thought they were the more interesting characters. Besides, like, I don't know, the goth girl I didn't like. Victorious herself was okay. I liked Cat. Cat was cool. I thought Cat was funny.
Yeah,
And
she got to be in
then-
Fortnite.
Whoa, I forgot the black gentleman's name. He was actually really cool too. I liked him because he was like the most competent out of the.
Wasn't his
entire group.
name Adrian or something like that?
Oh, his name's
I don't remember.
Andre. My sister
Andre, that's
corrected
it.
me.
Andre.
I said
Yeah.
Adrian.
I don't remember.
But yeah, Andre was awesome. I actually messed with Andre a lot. But
Yeah,
when
he
it
was
came to
reliable.
like the movie where I think didn't they cross over in a movie? iCarly and Victorious.
I want to say they did.
I Victorious is probably what the name would be.
Yeah, I think it was that. And I remember that was a super cool movie. But the only episode I genuinely really liked of Victorious was for sure when they went to the beach and they had an old camper that they, brung in so they could like chill, once they're done with the beach. But they all got trapped in the camper because the lock fucking broke off. And they were all stuck in there as they were being baked alive in this like Winnebago like metal fucking
I remember
trailer.
the episode actually.
At that
And
point, could they have not broken out of a window, or was there no window at all?
they
I don't think
tried
it
to.
had
They
any.
couldn't. They couldn't.
yeah.
It's either they didn't have one or they couldn't. And I remember one of the other things that they like were like, oh yeah, we could drink the water out of the aquarium. They went no, and the guy's like, no, I'm about to. And they vomited everywhere. But even then, it was so funny seeing them fucking. They're like, at the end of the episode, someone's like, "Oh yeah, you guys are in here. Why aren't you in the beach?" And he like closed the door behind him. So I went, "No."
Yeah, I do remember one scene from that episode is they do get water from somewhere, but it's like a tiny amount in a bottle cup or a bottle cap, and they like slowly pass it to each other, and then like halfway through it, it gets to like dude with the glasses and the puppet, and he just like freaks out and downs it, and everyone yells at him. I'm like, you fucking asshole, you sold.
But Victorious, overall, I wasn't really interested in it. I feel like iCarly had a lot more memorable characters. I wouldn't say the people of Victorious were bad. It's just as a kid, I didn't prefer it, and I don't think I prefer it now.
iCarly was the
And-
only Disney sitcom I really cared about or watched.
Disney, fucking Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon.
Nickelodeon, whatever. I don't watch Nickelodeon for sitcoms. I watch cartoons.
He said, "You missed out, fella."
I don't think I missed out much. Gonna be honest.
Hey, you missed out George Lopez jump scaring you while you were asleep. You missed out on that.
Well, I mean, I also watched Ned's Declassified. That was actually really good.
Oh.
The funny thing about like Ned's Declassified is that all the main cast started a podcast, which is kind of what most child actors would do soon enough. Like us.
Gulp. Yeah, I was a child actor.
What was it though? I mean, I heard good things from the Ned show. I heard it was really good. A lot of people looked upon it fondly. I haven't had a chance to watch it.
I remember it being pretty solid. But they got But after they started the podcast and told a bunch of secrets, they got blacklisted from Nickelodeon. So they're never working there again because they talked about all the times they fucked.
What?
Whoa.
What?
Huh?
Oh my god.
They were fucking fans like crazy.
Are you? Nah, nah.
They weren't being
No, I'm
touched.
never
They
watching
were the
this
ones-
show.
They were the ones doing the touching.
yeah.
Come
Honestly,
on.
props. I'll be honest. But next TV show.
Now we're just gonna move on.
Yep.
Yeah, we
Alright.
gotta move on. We don't want this episode going.
Okay.
How long have we?
No,
been
I get you.
recording? About an hour.
I
and a
would
half. We can
say-
go for a bit longer.
How about this? Let's talk about Nickelodeon movies. Which ones did y'all find the best? It could be live action or cartoons. Which was the best Nickelodeon movies that were most memorable to you?
I don't know any Nickelodeon movies that aren't SpongeBob. The only other one I know is like.
You could literally
Rugrats.
just say it's a SpongeBob movie. I feel like everybody's gonna say that.
Yeah, SpongeBob.
No.
Yeah, SpongeBob movie.
Yeah.
Mm,
This is boring.
me-
I want to talk about Ninja Turtles.
Okay.
do that.
Oh, well, shit. I'm gonna go
No,
in a little
you
splurge.
continue. You
I
can
did-
continue. And then we can talk
All I was
about
gonna
the Loud
say
House.
is that Snow Day
No.
was one of the. Oh god.
Family friendly.
Snow Day. Snow Day was one of my favorite movies growing up because it was one of those movies you could throw on. It was always like really comfortable. And the way they produced like Nickelodeon movies then was just so like carefully prepared. And they were fighting the guy who would like get the snow out of the way because they wanted to keep the snow and keep the snow day as long as they could. And the guy who was like shoveling the snow with like the giant tractor, he hated snow days and hated seeing kids happy. So he would constantly try to like mess with them or like get rid of the snow so they couldn't like play around and stuff. And it made this like giant rivalry between him and like all of the kids in the neighborhood. And it was, I need to rewatch it, but I remember it being such a memorable and comfortable movie for me watching as a kid.
I can imagine.
But-
That's like, we go on an epic snow day adventure.
It wasn't even
You
like
know-
it was literally kids just fucking around. That was the whole movie. And it was just such a vibe. Like as a kid, you would
Movies
want
like
to
that could
do
be-
what they were doing in a snow day, especially if you're a kid living in Florida that didn't have snow. That movie became like your one reference of like how snow days went.
Kids rule.
know. But to bring it back around to Sheep's idea, Ninja Turtles, I would love to hear you talk about that.
I actually kind. There was actually a slip of the mouth. I was wanted to talk about Jimmy Neutron.
You guys are very, very
Okay.
different things, but okay.
Okay, yeah,
It's
go
like, I don't know. I'm just looking at this.
Did we
big-
talk
I'm
about the
looking-
4 mutated turtles or the child?
I'm looking at this big list of just random Nickelodeon shows to just sort of move from place to place. Jimmy Neutron. What do you guys think of that?
I
Classic.
I remember that one episode where what was it? I remember I only watched like one episode of Jimmy Neutron, but I don't remember which one. And not the crossover ones. Those don't count with like Timmy Turner. I remember I saw one episode of Jimmy Neutron. I just gotta remember which one was it, because it was it was insanely like a fever dream.
Jimmy Neutron is one of those shows that I think still holds up very well today, even if the animation is still kind of iffy.
I mean, yeah, it's literally like early 3D CGI.
Jimmy
I
Neutron
guess it didn't get
overall
much
had
thought.
amazing memes as well. God tier ones.
I gotta get that one on DVD too.
What, Jimmy Neutron? Do they even still have them on DVD? I feel like
They
those
have
would be
every.
kinda rare to
They
come
have
by.
just about every Nickelodeon show on DVD. They kind of have every show that I'm looking for on DVD. The only problem is they don't have Billy and Mandy, but we're not talking about Cartoon Network.
Yeah, I get you. But I mean, since you talked about Ninja Turtles, what is everybody's favorite Ninja Turtle era? And how was it ever since like Paramount got Ninja Turtles? What do y'all think of it?
Do you mean the Nickelodeon show specifically, or the entire franchise?
I would say beforehand, and then how it was affected by Paramount and Nickelodeon.
Michael
I don't
Bay.
Michael Bay. You like the Michael Bay movies? They were pretty good.
They're
The
they're
second-
cool.
The
I
first
I
one's-
guess hardcore. Huh?
Yeah, you go. Sorry.
No, well, I gotta say, I can see why hardcore fans were kind of hesitant because of the designs, but I thought they were cool, because like, yeah, that's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle right there, emphasis on mutant, like that's a big turtle man. I don't know what they were expecting, like have them like in the original 80s. 80s Ninja Turtles.
I
They're
feel like
big
they
and
already had that live action, so I mean,
They're like kind of big and muscular. They look more like adults, but I guess in like the Nick show, they kind of looked a lot more like teenagers, like that newer movie.
what
I
was
would
it,
know.
though? I mean, the early 2000s Ninja Turtles is what I grew up with, the one that looked more like a comic book. And I loved that to death. That was one of my favorites, especially when it came to like the villains and the writing and the story plots, especially with Leatherhead. Oh my God. The Leatherhead plot, in the early 2000s, Ninja Turtles was one of my favorite. Like Leatherhead was one of my favorite characters of that point in time in Ninja Turtles because he was such a beautifully tragic character, and his writing alone was what made me come back to that Ninja Turtle show. Or when they fought the fucking time traveling demon dude, that shit was gas. Oh, such a fucking good arc. But for the 2013 Ninja Turtles, a lot of people have mixed stuff on it, but I think without a shadow of a doubt, that is the best Ninja Turtles iteration. Without a shadow of a doubt, at least to me. Because they collected every single part of the Ninja Turtles lore, made their own, and added shit from the 80s, from the early 2000s, from the comic books, from the weird Japanese versions, or like
They
any
had
other
a
versions of
crossover
Ninja
with
Turtles.
that, like, rabbit samurai.
Oh, Usagi Yojimbo.
Usagi Jimbo.
Yeah, Usagi Yojimbo. Yeah.
He's like a classic
That-
comic character.
Yes. They did that twice, I think, in probably, what was it? Was it 2013 they did it in as well?
I'm not sure.
Pretty sure. I don't know if that was the case for 2013, but for 2003, I remember seeing him and like, oh my god, that guy's fucking cool. Yeah,
A
Usagi
small
Yojimbo.
little- you continue. Gotta do something.
Well,
really gotta do something.
Usagi Yojimbo is so cool. Like, I didn't know he's a comic character until like now. And I thought he was just a Ninja Turtles character for the longest time. Such a good way to introduce a character to like people.
I had
didn't
one
know
of
him.
those like old comics in middle school. They used to have it like that in my library.
Yeah, I mostly just had the classics for library graphic novels. But 2013, I would say, just to finish it off, definitely one of the most definitive versions because all the mutants felt unique. Some of them were terrifying. Like literally with, what was it, Razor? Motherfucker was a Wendigo. He was a mutant Wendigo
Oh
that
yeah, I
knew
remember. He
like
was
martial
pretty cool.
arts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or even like
I've-
versions of the 80s characters like Mutagen Man was literally body horror. Was fucking
Oh, yeah.
body horror. It was horrific seeing him slowly devolve from human to being like just a beast. A lot of the episodes were like that and really dark, but also really good. The Rat King episode was
You said you're
so
dead,
fucking
no.
gassed.
Oh, I
I'm
haven't
sorry,
seen the
I'm
Rat
sorry.
King one.
Oh, Diegutan, you got to do yourself a favor and watch the Rat King episodes with like
Actually,
Splinter.
yeah, that was pretty cool.
Oh, they were so fucking cool. And the
pet
mutanimals
peeve?
forming and just everything was good.
A major
ahead.
pet peeve I had with that show is that I did not like the art style for the humans in that show for some reason.
I think they were fine. They looked like
They kinda-
ugly New Yorkers.
They-
It was great.
Yeah, I guess so. It just, I don't know, the art style for the
I
people.
think Casey and April were fucking good designs too. Especially Casey. Casey's design of him being like a shithead teenager with fucking split teeth and like raffled hair and making like a homemade taser. Oh my god, it was a banger. So good.
I guess, like, you can see here, I know, I feel like the proportions are just too off compared to the people, but I think that's just what makes, the mutant characters stand out more, but it's a small thing. It's not major or anything. It's just, I don't know.
I like the idea that humans are more imperfect than a quote unquote mutants. I like that idea a lot.
For man was a monster, but not the beast.
What is a man?
But like I
don't
said,
know.
like just the whole imperfect people thing, I'm fine with in any form of media, unless you make them like, I don't know, just unrecognizable. I feel like that would be a problem.
All right, next up, the Loud House. We all love the Loud House.
Oh. No.
All I gotta say is my little sister and my best friend watched it. They're like, oh yeah, it was good. It was good for a while. And for me, I looked at it and went, I like the art style. It reminds me of old classic comic book stuff. The plot doesn't really interest me, but I feel like kids would enjoy it. But little did I know of the horrors that lied beyond the sheen, the sheet of what I thought was possible. You can continue with whatever horrors you want to develop to the rest of the audience here.
Harvey Beaks. That was an insanely good show.
You cannot just fucking dismiss what you guys are like, oh no, there's no way. You gotta say something now. You can't
Bulldog,
just brisk
Bulldog,
past that.
Bulldog,
All right, fine.
Bulldog,
You know what?
Please, no.
You know what?
Everybody knows.
They should have had an episode where he romances each and every single one of his 10 sisters, like an anime.
What?
Sheep, remove this part of the podcast. Remove this part.
No. You wanted
Delete
it.
this part of the podcast.
No, you wanted me to talk
I didn't
about
want
it, so I'll talk
that.
about
I
it.
was just saying, you guys wanted to say something about one
I
of
never
the,
wanted to say
reasons.
anything about them.
All right, let's say it like this.
Look,
I found it very odd with how people reacted to that cartoon. It was not that much of anything to me. Nothing really substance-wise. I just found it okay in the end, to be fair.
I never latched onto the Loud House. It came around the time that I was already like grown up and my interests had left cartoons for a bit. But all I knew about the Loud House was it was just like, it was a show about living with a bunch of siblings and how like frustrating or crazy that can be. I never saw anything else in it, so I don't know what everyone else saw.
Yeah,
I think
that's
I think
said,
it's like
boring.
a My Little Pony thing where you have a show that has a bunch of different casts with a bunch of easily understandable traits, and then each person will sort of latch onto that one character intensely.
Yeah, it's understandable.
Do you guys remember The Troop? It was a Nickelodeon
What the fuck
show.
is that?
The what?
The Troop was a really cool sort of action show about a bunch of high schoolers that would like hunt CGI monsters every episode, and it was actually like
Was it animated show or live action?
It was live action.
I fucking watched that. There was an episode where there was a bunch of monsters pretending to be Justin Bieber. I remember that episode fucking verbatim. It was such a weird episode. It was so fucking weird. They were literally beaver people too. It was such a silly ass episode.
I remember distinctly this one monster that was just a person that had a mouth in their stomach, and that really scared the hell out of me when I was young. And they grabbed a bunch of worms and put it in their stomach. That was messed up. I also remember there was this weird jelly cube. It's like just one of those shows that probably only 10 people watch, but that is one of the really obscure ones that's stuck in my mind.
My favorite obscure Nicktoons cartoon of all time is what was it? Cartoon. Nicktoons. Yep, 3 Delivery. 3 Delivery was fucking gas, and that show
so
was
loud.
No, dude.
You're peaking.
Have y'all ever seen it
peaking the
at all?
recording.
Oh, sorry, my bad. But 3 Delivery. Have any of you seen that?
Mm-mm.
No.
I will tell you a synopsis of what it is. It is these 3 kids who own a restaurant, and they are in possession of a magical recipe book. And this recipe book can be known to bring spirits back to life, resurrect soldiers from the dead, and do all sorts of crazy shit. And anytime that one of the pages were stolen, because at the beginning of the series, their uncle or whoever, one of their family members, stole the pages and sold them off to a bunch of criminals and shit. I can't remember exactly, but I remember that was it. He made it to where they had to go out and actually hunt for the pages to restore the book and never let it come back to human eyes again, because it was endangering their neighborhood. And I just thought out of any of the Nicktoons shows that were short-lived, that should have lived longer. It was such a cool cartoon, and the action was fun, the comedy was good, and I liked the characters. Even though I can't remember them as a kid, I really liked the characters. Here, I'll give you a picture here, if it won't. I think that was one of the other Asian representation they had in Nickelodeon besides Ni Hao Kailan. Oh, Kanlan.
Kailan.
Kailan.
Ni Hao
Oh, yeah.
Ni hao,
Sorry.
I was I always thought that show was kind of dumb because who wants to go to China?
It's Korea.
What?
No,
No,
it's
it's Chinese.
I'm just
It's
kidding.
Chinese. Dude,
I would
China-
to see if I could get you. I wanted to see if I could get you.
Oh, I get.
I
So I
am
get.
not correct.
Oh my god.
So I get the ethnicity wrong when I'm doing an interview with you, and you get it wrong here. It's a virus.
Yeah, it's
How-
crazy, man.
We've got you for who you really are.
I actually
lied.
like that show. I did think that weird episode where they talked about annexing Thailand was pretty weird, but other than that, it was a good show.
Oh my god.
She
Overall,
would
I've
just do
heard
the
good
opposite
stuff.
of me now.
Yeah, I've heard good stuff from Kylon though. As a little kid,
Dude.
I didn't really watch it all that much, but I remember the episodes I did. It was very positive, and like, it was the same era as Dora the Explorer, so it made sense to have like more shows based on like teaching kids like different languages. And I feel like I believe it was teaching Mandarin, right?
Yeah,
I'm not
Yeah, it was
sure.
teaching Mandarin.
those
I
Mandarin
remember-
dudes.
One of my friends, they watched that show religiously, and they went to Chinatown with their mom, and they chilled outside with like an old man, and they just had an entire conversation with a Chinese gentleman, and when her mom walked out, the guy went, "Oh yeah, your daughter is very good at Mandarin," and she looked at him and she went, "I had never taught her any of that shit." And that showed you how good that Kylon was at teaching kids Mandarin. I think they needed a lot more popularity than they had, because I feel like that show did just as good as Dora when it came to teaching kids Mandarin. It was such a good positive force of that time. But I feel like 3 Delivery in the same like breath needed more of a chance, just like Kylon did, because it was such a good action show. It was so cool.
Mm-hmm. Wait.
Uh,
I was talking about Hyvy Beaks. C.H. Greenblatt's second show after making Chowder. That was an incredibly good show. It was very, very good.
Let me
I
see.
like chowder.
It sort of like
I
had
do
a
like
lot of the
Chowder.
same identity as sort of Chowder, but it still sort of had its own
I thought
sort of vibe of like childhood fun, playing in the
I-
forest and stuff.
I would like this show if it weren't for the characters.
What do you mean?
Yeah, everything that the show is, fucking get rid of it.
I'd rather just look at the backgrounds for 20
No,
20 minutes.
to be
Yeah.
fair with you.
No,
to be
I'm
fair with
gonna
you,
be
right?
real. Yes, I was fully into like the aesthetic of it. Like, yes, I wanted a show in the woods with just wood critters and everything. But the Harvey Beaks himself, he's such a like how do I put this?
Forgettable.
He has a lot of like white boy energy that I kind of hate. Like
he's fine. He's just a kid.
Diego,
don't
why does
ca-
like almost everything you say come out as like racist?
no, I did. No,
That's it, Diego, you're
First it was.
No. To be
would like-
fair,
who would
to
want to
be
go to
fair.
China and then
who wants to go to China?
No. Okay. In defense of Diegutan, you're right. He was not a very interesting character at all. He felt very bland, and he felt almost like a cardboard cutout of what somebody should be. Is that
should've
what
just
you're
said
trying to
that.
get at?
because yeah, I get it. I don't remember Harvey at all. I don't remember most of the characters except for like
Yeah, because he was
what's
very
that dude,
forgettable.
like Fu and that one other person, the orange thingy.
Unironically,
Oh,
the
the
main character, like the girl character, is probably the most like unique design out of all of them. I feel like she would be the main character.
The
out
ending of
anybody.
the ending of the show is actually pretty sad because it's like the two like things. I don't know. They actually kind of find the rest of their species and they sort of leave him, and it's just like very. It's just it's a very sad. It kind of ends on a pretty bitter note, but I think it was like a very chill, charming show, sort of like Clarence. See, it
Interesting.
kind of
no, see, I actually now
Sorry,
see
go on.
that's the thing. I actually liked Clarence because he was funny, not Harvey
Yeah,
Binks.
he's a
Harvey
goofy guy,
Binks.
yeah.
Harvey Binks.
Harvey
Harvey
Binks is
Binks,
going
yeah,
to
that's
hell.
what we're
Harvard
calling him.
Binks is the prequel when he was a baby.
Oh yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh yeah, true.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I
But-
remember that.
Diegutan, I do agree with you though. His character, like I remember watching the show and being like, why is he the main character? He does not feel, I don't know. He just didn't have any substance to him, at least from what I could tell. That's what a lot of characters like in newer shows in Nickelodeon had a bad thing with. Like with the Rock Paper Scissors show, for example. I
Oh
just
yeah.
didn't enjoy any of the characters.
That just looks like
Same
some
thing.
dumb crap they put on like YouTube for like 2-minute shorts or some shit. You guys
let me
remember
be
Welcome? You guys remember Welcome to the Wayne?
No, I don't.
That, exactly, because it got canceled after one season, and it was actually going to be sort of like Nickelodeon's Gravity Falls, where it had like this overlying story about this weird enchanted mansion, but because it didn't like hit SpongeBob levels, like a whole lot of other Nickelodeon shows, it got canned like immediately.
Ouch.
Let me say
Gotta
this.
have more faith in their cartoons.
I do not like Sanjay and Craig, but you want to know something? At the very least, they had characters that were just entertaining. I wouldn't say I liked them per se. I didn't. But I could see why others found them fucking hilarious because it was like on the same level of like fanboy and chum chum ridiculousness. So I could see why somebody would actually get on and, you know, do something with Sanjay and Craig because they found them funny. And
At
they
least-
had a unique
remember-
kind of.
At least
vibe to
Fanboy and
them.
Chum Chum had a fun art style. I hate looking at
I
Sanjay.
remember.
It's like Bob's
I
Burgers,
remember
but a
when-
million times worse.
I remember when Sanjay
I'm pretty sure
got,
the guy that worked on Bob's Burgers or whatever also did like Sanjay and Craig. So
Maybe.
I remember
Yeah,
the
that's
one
pretty-
episode where
Oh my god, guys, let me
Uh,
contact.
I remember the one episode when Sanjay got pregnant with a mega fart,
We
and
should not have let him talk.
Shut up,
No,
Diego.
no.
that was an
continue.
episode.
no, I
believe you.
remember. I remember. He had
Wasn't
the-
there an
he had the
episode where
green
Snoop Dogg
award.
shows up?
I'm so mad.
No,
I'm so mad. it's crazy they actually got Snoop Dogg for that one.
Are you kidding me? Snoop Dogg's a
Yeah, there was,
huge
like-
Sanjay and Craig
No.
fan.
Snoop
Oh,
Dogg
yeah,
is
those,
a
yeah.
Snoop
episodes
Dogg
you
is the
barely remember.
biggest. Snoop Dogg is the biggest sellout in the entire industry of everything.
He likes people. Can you blame him?
He's also
He just wants to hang out with everybody and be friends.
you ever
also
watch a
loves-
cartoon?
He also loves Trump.
It has,
but
like-
whatever.
Like you just have a memory of a cartoon, right? And it's like there's always this one episode that you just kind of vaguely remember, and like everyone just dies in it. Like just
Yeah.
a very out of place episode you just remember.
Yeah, Billy
Yeah,
Mandy had
Powerpuff
like
Girls.
those all the time. Like there's a whole bunch of episodes that just ended on everyone dying.
It's
I
kind
can't think of anything
of
else like that. Oh,
Oh my
So
god.
fucking gross. I hate it.
Yeah,
Why
that's
does it
one
seem
reason
like
why I
that?
didn't watch it though. I could say yes, it was funny in some parts, but man, I did not like gross shit as a kid. Like I was fine with it with like SpongeBob or like Ben 10, for example. Ben 10 had a couple gross scenes, but even then it made sense because it was like, oh, you know, alien monsters, etc., etc. But man, whenever they would really focus on just gross out humor the entire time that show's existence, I would just not bother to watch it at all.
yeah. I
It
don't
was-
find anything entertaining about just being overly gross. Like I'm not 5.
It's like-
which reminds me of another show, Rocket Monkeys.
Rocket Monkey. No,
I
not
do
talking
not
about
know
Rocket.
what
We are not
fuck
talking
that
about
is.
Rocket Monkeys.
It's a Nickelodeon show. We gotta talk about it.
No, we're not. This is my podcast, and I say what we can and cannot talk about. And we will not be talking
Okay.
about Rocket Monkeys and Canadian slop.
We're
gonna be talking about
Come
We're gonna talk about real
America!
shows, like Team Umizoomi.
Wow,
I
actually, you
mean-
know what? Team Umizoomi. You just reminded me
Diegutan,
that that
I would say
exists.
this. Give us a synopsis of the show. Just tell everybody at home what you could expect.
in Rocket
Uh,
Monkeys.
Yes.
Oh,
just a synopsis.
okay.
So get this: there are monkeys.
In space. and
Wait, that was-
they they and they shit a lot, like straight up.
Are you
They
fucking
don't-
serious?
Yes, they
That is
straight up.
wow.
Look. Here, you want to do something? Look at
That's
this
what it
gift.
fucking looks like.
Yeah. Are you happy now?
No, that is actually horrible. What the fuck? That is like late seasons of George of the Jungle type bullshit. That is fucking
So scary.
wow. That is bad. What was that era of cartoons during like the middle of like 2012 to like 2017? What the fuck was that?
I don't know.
Ooh, who was at the helm?
A bunch of studios probably outsourced to Canada for cheap shows.
Nah, yeah, that has to be the case. That has to be the case.
I just
This
looked
is
up
really
Rocket.
scary.
I
You know
looked
that,
up
like,
Rocket Monkeys gifts, and I found this. I don't know what to think about it now.
Yeah,
Her whole
go
body
make
can fit in her head.
go make fan art of that Rocket Monkey's female character and get 100 likes, you son of a
No.
bitch.
I will.
Bulldog, get to it.
What the fuck? Hell no. No,
You're right, we
thank
don't know how
you.
old she is.
some more good material. I've been running.
Oh,
I'm gonna-
fuck off.
I'm gonna make my own Rocket Monkey character. No,
Go see.
Space Monkey character. Space
Make
Monkey
your own
character.
space monkey character, and they're stronger than all the other space monkeys, and they're cooler and more charming than all the other space
Let me
monkeys.
see real quick. I remember there was a show
A movie
that was
Space
actually
Monkeys?
good. No.
Oh
No,
wait,
please.
Let me see.
let me see if it's actually from Nickelodeon. Just a second, because
We
I
could talk about
speak-
Avatar, but we already talked about that in the beginning.
Oh, okay, it was. There's a show that I like, that I personally think was justified in its grossness, and if you know what it is Grossology. Grossology was a show that taught kids and people who didn't know about like diseases, viruses, sicknesses, like other gross stuff, but they taught it in a very good manner. They taught kids like, hey, wash your hands, be careful of where your water is outsourced from. And they would teach you new shit to keep you safe every day. It was such a good show just because of that. And I remember it fondly because even though there was some gross stuff certain episodes, it was justified and it treated kids like smart people. They didn't want to baby you. They wanted to show you genuine problems with your body or the world around you. It was such a cool show for that reason. And I missed that subgenre of shows where they would teach you about stuff you didn't know when it either came to history or unknown facts people weren't willing to talk about. Grossology was one of them, and I liked it for that very reason. It was so cool because of it. And that was the one
kinda-
show with gross stuff that was actually cool.
That's kind of EU. I don't like it.
What, Grossology? Yeah, it was meant to be gross, but even then, they still taught you stuff that was supposed to keep you safe. I liked that aspect a lot.
Teaching
'cause I
kids
love
about
science as a kid.
sanitation.
Yeah, it's literally about sanitation and keeping yourself safe. That is an amazing thing to do for like a bunch of kids. I'd say that made the most sense, low key, out of
True.
any show that we just talked about. Like Grossology blows out the fucking water. I am willing to fight on that.
Let's talk about Back at the Barnyard.
Oh, I like that one. I like the movie. I love the movie. I absolutely love the movie because the
love the-
message is
I like
strong
the movie,
men.
but I love
Strong
the
men
show.
fight for themselves. Stronger men fight for others. I don't remember the message, but that was like the coldest line I've ever heard in my life, and it was from a fucking transgender cow, man.
Fucking Otis that motherfucker put it down on that wolf. He said, "Get off my land!" That shit was great. And then in the show,
Otis's barnyard.
all of his character arc just down the drain. But I mean, the show is still really
sucked
good.
up by Milky. The thing is about the shows that they told them they were only gonna get like 2 seasons, so they realized like, let's just write whatever the fuck we want.
And I'll be honest, it's on that same level of like Penguins in Madagascar and how fucking funny it was.
Yeah.
It was such a good. It was so stupid. I loved it. That shit probably made me
Yeah.
dumber as a kid, but I loved it.
Yeah.
I love shows that made me dumber.
There was one episode they had Weird Al Yankovic that a lot of people like to quote. That one was
Oh, yeah.
Giant clam, large ostrich.
Oh, I
What?
love this one gift that's from the show. I don't know the context, but it's just so great. The one, the one with the duck. It just
Let's see what we got going on in the dairy section. No, not the dairy section. 1%, half percent, half bit, half. Quit squirting yourself, kid. Why are you squirting?
No, I hate that. I still don't know if he was like grabbing himself or Otis. And
He's a duck. So I think you can make that conclusion.
Oh my god. No.
Out of any of the 3D shows, you want to know which one was the worst, and I'll let y'all say your answers first.
This is a
I got
tough, that's a
nothing.
tough one. All
Cocoa
right.
melon.
I didn't even
No,
know.
no,
it was part
no,
of
Nickelodeon. We're still
I
on
don't know.
Nickelodeon, so like.
It's probably not.
All right.
I was about to say.
Okay, worst show. Worst show. All right. Fuck. Okay. Let me think.
Wow, it's that hard for you guys? How about Planet Sheen? That shit sucked.
I liked
Sheen.
I liked a couple episodes of that when I was a kid. So like no. Let me see.
The problem with me is that if there was a show I didn't like or thought was bad, I didn't watch it, so I don't know any.
That's the problem with Planet Sheen. I could not watch it. I had to wait for episodes of shows I wanted to watch with Planet Sheen. It would literally be smack dab in the middle of like Kung Fu Panda and fucking, I don't know, like Avatar: The Last Airbender, the last couple episodes. So I had to watch it. I had to watch it. And it was my least favorite show because one, Sheen did not act like Sheen. Sure, he was fucking dumb, but he wasn't uber dumb. He was just a kid. And I have a feeling on an alien planet, he probably would have, loved it. But the way I see it, there is two Sheens. There is Jimmy Neutron Sheen, and then there is Planet Sheen. They are not the same person. They
Been there,
acted
seen that.
way differently. Yeah, but even then, I don't understand why Sheen wasn't trying to find his way home, because he wanted, out of anything, like, he loved Megazord, he loved, like, his friends and stuff like that. Sure,
It's Ultra Lord.
he was a goofy
Bulldog.
kid. Ultra Lord, sorry. Sheen
Megazord.
whooped my ass. But overall,
He's an
Yeah.
Ultra Lord LARPer.
Actually, I think worst show of Nickelodeon, Rockin' Monkeys. We already like said it, but like that's like straight up one of the worst shows.
that's pretty bad, but I feel like Planet Sheen, out of sheer annoyance, it's not even the fact it was like super bad. I would say a lot of episodes, I really didn't like how the 3D looked. Like, it's funny how you can say like you downgraded your 3D from Jimmy Neutron. Jimmy Neutron is actually really good 3D for the time. And I still can go back and watch Jimmy Neutron and go, yeah, it's still really good 3D. Even though, yes, it's dated, it still looks good. Planet Sheen was deadass a downgrade from the animation from Jimmy Neutron. I don't know how the fuck you could manage that.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was a spin-off series, so maybe that, I guess. Even
Well,
then, the
no,
side
it
cast
did-
wasn't good, and the
think
main plot was just boring.
It did, in fact, I think it looked better, but a charm of it being this sort of less of this being this more. Yeah, no, actually, it did look better, but a charm is lost with it not being that early 3D look.
Yeah, no, seriously. And I feel like with the newer animation look and the characters and them trying to like make plots out of him just being on the fucking planet, I don't understand why the whole series wasn't the idea of, hey, help me get off the fucking planet so I can see my friends again. And apparently that was supposed to be the finale, but they never got to it because the show was so shit.
Yeah.
I think I got a flashback to one of the shows that I grew up watching and that made me love a specific Nintendo game afterwards.
Oh, you're talking about Attack and the Power of Juju.
No.
Fuck!
Rabbit Invasion.
That was
Wow, I
ass.
forgot that you had a Nickelodeon show. You're right. What? Oh,
Man.
dude.
Looking at it all, a majority of Nickelodeon is kind of ass.
It's as, but it was shiny, so it was nice to look at.
It was a shiny, polished turd that we kind of looked at from time to time and then went, oh yeah, this is a turd. Let's move on.
And now he just plays SpongeBob like every day.
Yeah. I mean, a good amount of Nickelodeon shows at the beginning and throughout the middle had good stuff, but near the end was just monotonous.
You will get 30 Fairly Odd Parents and SpongeBob spin-offs, and you'll like it.
Yeah, for real.
It's like,
It was kind of cool though.
You tell me you guys don't want to watch
Rabbids, though? I haven't seen much of Rabbids. I remember seeing a couple episodes, and I thought it was weird whenever they do the episodes with like the humans, because in the games you never really see people. So seeing them actually have them interact with like people on Earth
Yeah.
was so weird to me. Even as a kid, I was like, aren't they just aliens?
Yeah, it's crazy because they're supposed to be tied to Rayman lore, but these are like this is like a new universe where like rabbits just exist in our world, and they just like want to go back to the moon or something, and honestly, it got me to like play Mario and Mario X Rabbids. I don't remember the name of the game.
A lot of people loved that one on
Why are they having
ironically. A lot of
crossovers in the
people
first place?
I don't know. Rabbids Peak. I don't know.
Yeah, Mario X Rabbit plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. I love that game, and I honestly believe they exist in the same universe because like the girl was like a real person, and the rabbits just like got inside her house and started grabbing shit, and they accidentally sent themselves into Mario's universe.
It's because
Yeah, it sounds like what they do.
Ubisoft actually pitched it first, and Nintendo was so impressed with how well they were able to mimic the character models that they let them do a pitch, and they let them make Mario plus Rabbids.
That is
Which,
really
you
cool,
know,
actually.
Honestly, the first game's fine, but the second game's so much better. You got Rayman and everything.
They got sexy rabbits too. It's crazy.
Yeah, yes, you get it. We're the horny.
No, like literally in like the drawing
They do
board.
give them like voices, which is also so weird. They make them talk.
Yeah, it's like what are they doing? What did they do with rabbits, man? We were supposed to kill these guys, not.
Is that the actual storyboard?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah, yeah.
the actual, that is
Dude,
the actual concept art.
The concept art is crazy. The French do not mess around.
I want to go to France. They're cool.
I can't
They know their
imagine.
ways of gooning.
I bet.
Bro, they made
mean-
Wakfu. They made Wakfu. They
You know,
made
the only-
fucking...
I mean,
Character I
all
would
right,
say.
all right, all right. Just a quick like French like art history lesson, right? Some of the best artists in fucking existence started from France. Unironically, like just let's take off Renaissance, right? Specifically, cartoon artists. If I'm not wrong, it was Tintin. Tintin was really popular. There was fucking Asterix and Obelix, yes. Mobius, and a lot of like Japanese artists went to France and became like Japanese France artists. I'm being dead serious. There are really good Japanese France artists that learned and studied there and became like really household names in France. Like if you guys ever get the chance, seriously look up a bunch of French artists and see their history. They have formed like a lot of what we know now as fiction. It is super cool to see. Sorry, I turned into a snake. Specifically Mobius. I love learning how Mobius started and how like his journey ended with art. Super cool, super interesting to see how everything was formed around so much of one artist. It's so cool. But
yeah.
overall,
There
yeah, really good.
is a lot of other shows we could talk about, but I think how long have we been recording? About
2 hours.
2 hours. So I think you guys want to wrap this up.
That's up to y'all.
Yes.
one last thing, Kitty
We
Cat.
did talk about Fairly Odd Parents, but I did not care about
Oh,
Fairly Odd
okay,
Parents
yeah.
like at all.
Di-
So
Diegutan has not had a
Double
chance to
puppy.
talk about this. Let's talk about Tough Puppy. This is going to be the last thing here.
Tough Pup. The absolutely great show. At like the first seasons, I kind of lost the track of like what was going on and like later seasons, but like the first couple episodes were great. I liked the. It was the time where like I didn't know I was into Spy-Fi. I only knew I was into Spy-Fi after I watched like.
oh yeah,
what was
the
it called?
cat was pretty hot.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Yeah. Yes.
You guys
Yes!
suck.
Look at Jerrzy.
But I'll say that I didn't because that means I'm on the right side of
I
history.
mean, that's fair. No, it's fucking. What I liked about Tough Puppy so much, out of the good episodes, it deadass reminded me of Sly Cooper in some instances with how good the Spy-Fi was, like Diegutan said. Like, I was very surprised with how, like, you know, the creator of Fairly Odd Parents, how it actually, you know, worked. And Jerry Trainer being, like, the main character was so good. Unironically, I love hearing him do voice acting. I wish he did more voice acting, to be honest. And Tough Puppy was, like, one of the most, like,
Wasn't there like
knowing
this
role
one
he did.
character with this really bad character design?
I can't remember.
Oh
but I
wait,
remember.
Like the,
where like they have the,
the dog
mouth
with like
on
the
the
nose on
side.
the all the way
The
on.
mouth,
Yeah.
the mouth is way
Yeah.
too on the side. There's this big ass fly in my room. Fuck off.
But like Diegutan said, I like Tough Puppy. Like, it straight up is one of the most underrated shows. And I feel like
I
out
did
of
too.
anything,
It's just like the pacing was really
I mean,
fast. A good
I'm
bit.
just
Yeah,
not
it is a-
entirely a fan of like Butch Hartman's comedy or stuff.
I mean, it was
Because
a
all
lot
around
better
all of his
than
shows.
like some of the stuff he did, so I was willing to stomach it.
The character design was cool, I would say. I like
Yeah, no, I agree.
Yeah, I like like the mad scientist rat and like the
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know,
he
he
was
wasn't a
pretty
mad
cool.
he wasn't a mad scientist. I think he was a reference to the villain from 007, that the one that like he has the same like clothing and everything. But then there's like the chameleon guy. The chameleon guy was one of my favorite villains because like damn, he could just turn into anybody, anything. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, I really liked the gadgets too. Out of anything in Spy-Fi, they really showed up with the gadgets a good amount of the time from what I can remember as a kid. I really liked seeing what new gadgets they were going to use every time. And I feel like that with that show, I need to give it a rewatch, to be fair.
Honestly, I would say I don't know how to put this, but like what was his name? Dudley, right?
Yeah.
He like when you see him like paired with Kitty Cat's, the design kind of doesn't match, I would say, because like why doesn't he wear pants? Because
I mean, that was the whole, it was literally in the theme song, Diegutan.
yeah, I know, but like I guess I
Guys,
do
you'll
remember
need to
that there
wear
was
pants. We have.
there is, if I remember correctly, there were two people designing the characters, and Kitty Cat's was not designed by Butch Hartman.
Let me
So that's why
assume.
she.
Was it the person who did the designs for Kim Possible? Because that was the same thing on Danny Phantom.
Let me see.
Yeah, a good amount of the reason why the designs are so good in Danny Phantom was, yes, half Butch Hartman, but a good amount of the time, the good designs were from the main character designer from Kim Possible.
Ernie Gilbert.
Yeah, Ernie Gilbert.
Yeah, it's him. Oh my god. Oh, she used to have a mini skirt. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
And overall, I would say one
Was
thing
that
I'm worried
made by
about.
the person who made that one pilot, Mischief something.
I have no fucking idea.
Oh my god, I just discovered what else he designed.
Well, that other
let me
that
just-
pilot about that agent that could like.
What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I remember that episode.
It was a weird episode. Oh, he designed the
But it was
one
interesting
that
seeing the lore of the characters. I didn't hate it
He-
for that reason.
he designed that one water woman from the Crimson Chin episode in Fairly Godparents. Damn.
Bunch of good designs, actually. Oh god, never mind. I saw
Yeah,
that one
baby
character I
shitted
really
on them.
hate. No, like, shut the fuck up! Don't say that!
I remember it now.
Come up with
Please!
water lady.
Dude, don't say it, bro.
I did. I
That looks
didn't.
like a-
I didn't.
Looks like a bulldog
I-
character.
I'm
I
gonna fucking
unfortunately-
kill you.
I unfortunately do not want to remember. I did not want to remember how she was defeated. Now I'm very, very.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
he-
shut that down.
Oh, he designed the
How was she
chameleon too. No wonder, like, yeah, because like some of
actually, I
these, some of the designs from Tough Puppy the show actually were like kind of cool for me. Some weren't, and I'm
Well, that's
starting
like the
to see.
thing with Butch Hartman's stuff is that he doesn't even actually really do that much work on them. He just kind of greenlets them, and everybody else does
he
the work
pitches
for
the
him.
shit. That's how it was for like Danny Phantom. He literally was talking to a dude who owned fucking Viacom. He's like, "Oh yeah, I have this new cartoon idea." And he like showed the fucking framed picture he brung to a lunch meeting. And he's like, "Oh yeah,
More
sure,
fraud.
we can do Danny Phantom. Sure, why
More
not?"
like Fred Butchman.
Ooh.
The main thing I really didn't like about Butch Hartman's comedy, he would do a lot of fucking dad humor to the point to where like I went, as a kid, I gotta put this shit down. Like
It's just
it
sort of
was
like
that-
safe. It's like this sort of inoffensive, safe sarcasm, which is it's just like
even
yeah.
then, Danny Phantom was still super fucking good. The main reason I couldn't watch it, it was because of that humor. It was so fucking stupid. Even as a like teenager, I was like, why? It was so goofy.
I was just like,
Even then, I'm willing
man,
to stop it now.
I know people love Danny Phantom, but it's just like I'd just rather watch Spider-Man or something.
No, like I actually do want to rewatch Danny Phantom. It was actually a good action show. The problem was, it was just the comedy sucked sometimes. Sometimes it didn't. It was really good.
They do like this annoying common sense of sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
Did
But yeah,
not
no, to
care
get
for
back
it.
on Diegutan's point, yeah, I really like the Chameleon's outfit there with like the Matrix kind of like circuit look. I like that a lot. It's a simple outfit, but I like it.
Yeah. As I was saying, this is like an obscure inspiration of what I'm doing with Massborn a bit.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of my
This
inspiration
annoying
was
ass fly! Get
random
the fuck
shit.
out of my room!
He said if Chameleon was there, he'd get it for you.
Look, yeah. You need to get like a spider in your room. That way you don't get any flies.
Yeah, exactly. Get yourself a homie. Get yourself.
I'll get rid of flies
Yeah.
my own way.
Honestly,
No, man.
that's how we used to do it in like back in my old home. We would see a spider and my mom would say, no, don't kill the spider. Spider gets rid of flies for us. And I say, oh yeah, that's a good idea. This
Symbiotic
symbiosis.
Yeah.
The Diegutan's mom looked at him and said, "Yeah, you're gonna need a spider, man."
Say
And
that again.
Perhaps one that can do everything a spider can?
I don't think it was.
I just
Wait,
take out spiders with a sandal.
don't think it was my mom. I think it was my brother, and he's younger than me. And I realized, wait, actually, that's kind of dumb. It was like a couple years ago. It wasn't like my old house, so I don't know.
Hmm. Well, interesting story.
Yeah.
Overall, with the history of Nickelodeon, how they began, the middle, the golden age, and then like the pitiful kind of like crawl they have now because of the executives of Paramount. It's kind of fucking sad, unironically, because Nickelodeon did have a lot of good shows, and its kind of downfall, I would say, would just be contributed to the cheap people that they would kind of hire on, or the ideas that they would just lightly greenlit, and then we get the literal like shit shows that we were talking about.
You tell me you don't
You know
want to
what I
watch
mean?
Dude Perfect, the Nickelodeon show?
Okay, Dude Perfect Nickelodeon show is better than majority of the dog shit ass cartoons we talked about. I'd
Tell me you
rather
don't wanna
watch that.
Fred the show.
That wasn't even that bad either. It was okay. It wasn't bad. It wasn't good either. It was just okay. I didn't mind it.
You tell me you don't want to watch Camp Coral.
An annoying orange TV show.
The spinoffs pissed me off for SpongeBob because that was literally against a dead man's wish. So yeah, that
was-
pissed me off really bad.
You tell me you don't want to watch The Really Loud House.
How's that?
I don't know, but overall, when it came to Nickelodeon, I would say it was a good 50% of my childhood, like watching. Nickelodeon, I feel like in a lot of people's hearts. Oh yeah, we didn't even mention Hey Arnold. We're gonna get fucking larpooned for that. But
Hey Arnold was
that
solid.
yeah, it was a good
I
show.
liked it.
But overall, I would say I'm happy that Nickelodeon was a thing in general. It formed a lot of people's childhood memories and made a lot of memories with us as it continued. It's just the one thing that always stayed consistent about Nickelodeon and always will is that they had really shitty people directing it. Not the people who like did the cartoons, but just overall, just not the greatest people.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
I think John Kay is the best artist of our modern age.
Oh no, she.
He has very good
But-
opinions about animation.
Oh Jesus. Oh no.
Starts
I
painting
would-
red target on him.
There was I was gonna I honestly was trying to avoid it, but like I wanted to say like another show from Nickelodeon, El Tigre, but with
Yes, that
what
was good.
with what the creator did recently, I really don't want to.
No. He's good. He's good now.
No, he's not good.
Mistakes.
He is
Yeah,
not
no.
good,
He
bro.
realized
You
his
pull-
mistakes.
No,
He
he
pulled
no
back.
he
Yeah, he pulled back
considered it. He was given a lot of money and he considered it right
Thank
away.
God. You
I don't
gotta
care if
give
he
him
was.
the benefit of the doubt. He's an old. Of course,
no.
old heads are gonna consider
Isn't he
a bunch of
is he
possibilities
like
to do it.
isn't like Gutierrez like really autistic? Like he's
Yeah.
No.
he's like
Is he?
legit. Yeah, he's like he's autistic.
I guess
Not
so,
to say that's
his
gonna make
view-
any excuse for like the dumb things he did, but you know.
I guess
he's
with
gonna say
how
all that
his
way.
with how he's
People are gonna have laughs in
representing
the dark.
like with how he's representing like Mexican culture, I would say yeah, that is a very autistic way of representing like the culture of of the country you came from. But I like still like he was like 2 years ago he was like up and going against AI and everything, and then suddenly oh yeah no AI is great. It's like having sex and having being given the baby. That quote alone was so
That's so weird.
like it just made me so mad. Like how can you say this? How can you say this? I am never like forgiving him for that. I don't care how many projects he's got greenlit. I don't care how many movies, how many original shows he's gonna bring out. He still considered AI, and like that just did it for me. Like I'm not his fan anymore.
Well, Diego,
Wow.
how about this? How about this, Diego?
To be fair,
What
I
if-
didn't watch much of his stuff anyways, to be honest with you. I don't know.
What
It wasn't
if?
my movement.
What if?
I
you
like El
just-
Tigre though.
What if you were just chilling during the usual afternoon, wherever you are, and the roof started crashing down, the house is on fire, blazes everywhere, and you were stuck under a piece of wood, and then he comes down, Gutierrez, he comes down, and he gives you a hand and says, "Please, all I need you to do is to take my hand, and I will save you." Would you take his hand?
But why would he be here? Why would he be there?
Yes or
the
no?
Answer the question, Diego.
I mean, yes, but like,
yeah.
I mean, yes, but like, why would he? This is a completely like random ass scenario. This does
Because
not.
he cares,
forgive.
Diego. He
This shit has
cares.
went on too long.
No,
We're
he
doing hypotheticals now.
No, he don't.
Well, I think that's more than a well enough sign.
Yeah, I would Diegutan on this one. I feel like everyone would say fucking yes.
No way! You did AI one time. I'm gonna die here instead. It's like, okay, man. I mean,
Floats
I mean,
away.
at the same time, it is a rough time for artists, and some people are just grabbing whatever paycheck that is given to them, no matter what, even if it is a
He
little
has.
schlubby, shifty. But you know, he owned
I
up to
mean,
his
yeah.
mistakes. Who knows? Maybe he'll make Book of Life too.
I would
I
say
gotta rewatch that one.
overall, with how Nickelodeon in general is looking, I have a feeling that throughout the ignorance of the executives when it comes to Nickelodeon, I feel like the artists at the very least will prevail because the people who do care will see the last Avatar movie and see like the next projects for Avatar and how the fighting games get a lot of traction for Avatar as well, or just any Paramount project in general that a lot of people have started to follow. I feel like they're gonna pull through for the creators who worked like hand over fist to get that stuff done. I really do hope that they get the recognition they deserve because they deserve it. And I feel like that in the future we get more of what Nicktoons provided us in our childhood to like the next generation of people for sure. That is needed. That magic, that fire in a bottle that was there.
Oh,
All right, I think it's about time for us to wrap things up. I was your host, Sheeparu, and who were you people?
same order.
Yep, same order. All right, I am Bulldog, and you can follow me on Newgrounds, Twitter, or Blue Sky. I don't have much going on in Blue Sky or Newgrounds at the moment, so Twitter is mostly what I use to show my art. I haven't been posting that much, but soon here I will be posting a couple of illustrations, and I hope to see you.
Hmm. What the fuck was my name again? My name on Twitter is
Conniption.
pumpkin_on_twit. I made it a long time ago. Don't follow me. Don't like any of my posts. I'll find you.
All right, Diegutan, your turn.
Oh yeah, it's my turn. I'm Diegutan. If you like animals, sexy animals, go follow me on Twitter, Blue Sky, and go read Maskborn on webtoonscanvas.com. Webtooncanvas.com. Go check out Maskborn. It's really cool. I'm gonna do stuff, and there's a certain merchandise that I'm gonna release soon of what y'all's favorite characters. So stay tuned for that.
Yay.
I'm Jerrzy P. I do art, and I want to go. So like, I want to go. So you guys cheap.
Let go.
All right. Well, I guess that's that. I was your host, Sheeparu. I have a Twitter and this podcast, and no integrity. Uh, always remember to sit back, relax, and take it easy.